What's going on, everybody? It's the Eagles Collective with your boy Warren G. And at the end of the day, we're going to be doing this a lot. So just get ready for it. I got my boy Leo. Leo, talk to him. Talk to him.
What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Leo coming to you from straight out of the bird section. Oh, had to get on here with my man Warren with the Eagles Collective podcast. As he said, yeah, a lot of things are happening right now. We're going to be doing this a lot, so watch out. Here we go. So what's good, bro? Talk to me.
Hey, I'm good. I'm ready for this game. It was definitely a disappointing
Wait, real
game.
quick, before you get started, I was so amped for this, right?
Uh-huh.
You know, I had to pull out the SFVOG. All right, so
Okay.
that's in case anybody's wondering, what is Leo smoking on today, right now? Leo's puffing on that SFVOG. So because this is gonna be, I had to pick out something good because it's gonna be good.
Oh yeah. We got you. We got a lot to talk about.
Man.
Like let's kind of backtrack a little bit by going a little bit into that week 2 game.
Absolutely.
What was your takeaway from that? What was your takeaway from that week 2 game against the Chiefs?
Mm-hmm. All right, and first off, and before we even get started, folks, if y'all are already in here like my man Donald is, please hit the like button, and if you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to the Bird Section and the Eagles Collective podcast. We are doing something big, y'all. We working on something big. And shout out to my man Donald. He said, "What up, Leo, my Eagles brother? What's up, champ?
What's going on, Donald? What's going
on?"
All
right, so to answer your question, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there was a few things because it was week 2, and I feel like all 32 teams are collectively, no pun intended, are stumbling and bumbling from week 1 to week 4. Some teams stumble and bumble their way to 0-2.
Yeah.
Some teams stumble and bumble their way to 2-0. Some teams are stumbling and bumbling to 1-1. But at the end of the day, the first 4 games, you're all stumbling and bumbling to figure out who you are right now.
Yeah.
That being said, the Eagles happen to be one of those teams who stumbled and bumbled their way into a 2-0 start. But at the end of the day, we're still slow. We've always been a slow starting team. And based off of the eye test and what I see, we are still slow. We are still figuring things out. But for a team to be stumbling and bumbling and still figuring things out, I will tell you that each week so far has increased my thought process in one, that we're a very dangerous team because as fucked up as we may look, our defense has held 2 opponents to less than 21 points. 23 points, which is basically what we were averaging last year as a defense.
It is.
Offensively, offensively, I could tell you that there's a lot to be desired at this point. Want to see a little more of a balanced attack. I want to see more of a success rate in the run game and in the passing game. But again, we're stumbling and bumbling. 2-0 never looked so good. Fly, Eagles, fly. NFL is in trouble. We are going to repeat and win the Super Bowl. Fly Eagles. I said that too, Donald. You know what I'm saying? I actually agree. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna look different going into this. It's gonna look different. Like it's gonna be a lot of growing pains going into this. Now,
wait. I will say this though.
Talk to me.
The passing and the running, said that part. Defensively, I don't think that we're going to really hit our stride until maybe week 7, week 8, defensively.
Okay.
But that's not to say that we're going to be messing up. No, I just think that this defense is going to be better than last year's defense.
I agree with that.
I really think that, especially when I look at our linebacking core. When you think about the question marks that we're going into from week 1 into week 2, safety. Andrew Mukuba that motherfucker let his presence be known on last Sunday against Kansas City. He got rocked one time and then started hitting everybody. And it was like that one time he got hit hard. It was like a light switch flip, and then he started fucking everybody up on the damn field. And then I still think that the DB2 position is still something that's the one question mark on the defense, the biggest question mark on the defense thus far. And I just think that's just going to, like you said, more reps. I need more live fire exercises. I am not prepared to give a full definitive assessment of the team at this juncture with only 8 live fire exercises, meaning 8 quarters.
Yes.
And so I think that, but I also like the Zadarius Smith signing, because with him having more reps, our pass rush, I mean, god damn. You know what I'm saying? He looked like Josh Sweat and Hassan. You know what I'm saying? He was giving me them kind of vibes watching him play. So that's where I'm at from what I saw going against Kansas City.
No, that's facts. I can definitely say that Makuba put his name out there for possible rookie of the year. I know they had Jahad Campbell and Makuba in there for rookie of the year, possibly right now. And we're pretty familiar with that because we had Coop and we had Quinyon last year. So that just compliments to Howie on how he drafts his picks. Because remember, we were all asking for Malcolm Starks. We were all asking for him. And I don't know about you, but the Bills put work in when they played them.
Hey, bro, listen, we was also looking at Mike Hinton from Cincinnati. You know what I'm saying? And I still think wait till Jacorian Bennett gets a little more time under his belt too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Adoree is not showing me enough yet. You know,
Adoree's not showing anybody enough, bro. Like that's.
I know. I'm trying to be kind. You know what I'm saying? Because like you never know. You know what I'm saying? He might.
Because he's the Eagle right now, so we got to be a little generous.
Yeah. I got to give him some grace. I don't like it, but it's just one of those things that makes me feel like, okay, when I look at everything else I'm seeing, at the end of the day, we still held them to 20. What was it? 20 points?
Yeah, we held them to 20.
Same thing in the
I think
Super Bowl.
they had what, 18, I think. We'll have to look it up. But
but they had the same amount of points Sunday that they had in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That was the Super Bowl score.
Let's see.
You know what I'm saying?
It was 20-17.
20 that was the score of the game?
Yeah.
20-7. Wait a minute. We held Patrick in on to 17 points.
Correct.
I know he was short. I know Patrick was shorthand. He was short staffed, but that's still an accomplishment in of itself. Week 2.
Yeah, but they banking on it being Patrick Mahomes. That's something to get done. That's the thing. They banking on him too much, and I think he has more on his plate than he can handle right now. That's definitely what we saw. Patrick Mahomes was actually playing a little bit like Jalen in that Cowboys game. Like he wasn't seeing anybody open, so he had to take it into his own hands, and he had to put the ball. So we saw a lot of that. My biggest takeaway from that game is Zadarius Smith was a smart pick from Howie. Makuba is shining. Jahad Campbell is being consistent. I'm not saying he's making big plays because he is, but he's being consistent with his play.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
Yeah, he's being consistent with his play. I do like how they got Makuba with the quarterback sneak a little bit. How he's kind of that spy, which is what CJ was not doing. So that already tells you that we're going to see he's going to have CJ, GJ like traits, but at the end of the day, he is going to be more effective than CJ was.
I agree. I like that.
Reed Blankenship. I think Reed Blankenship is kind of like how Quinyon is. We don't see that much of him, and that's a good thing. I know people were talking about Reed, how nobody really saw him out on the field, but that's a good thing. We don't see
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, that tells you how good he was playing.
exactly because
That like that's not a bad thing.
Yeah,
That's not a bad thing. I think people I think like in the Army we had this thing, you know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
If the drill sergeant don't know your name, you doing good.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I believe that. And from what Quinion's doing good too. Like I know he got that pass, that touchdown pass on him. That's fine. Like he's gonna make those mistakes, but I think that was more on Reed. Reed's move. And I'm hoping that we can get Jacorian Bennett out there. I hope that by now he's caught up to what our defensive scheme is.
Yeah.
Where we can at least be able to judge his play right now.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's going to be better, but we want to see him on the field to judge him and see what he's going to look like. Just like Vic, just like Nick, all of them. Like we want to see what he can do.
And we saw John Mechie too.
Yeah. Ooh.
I saw how they figured out ways to get him on the field too. So it was like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And no, we didn't see Tank. We didn't see Tank yet. We didn't see Tank. Tank did not get on the field yet. I think they got something special with that. That's just my personal opinion. Like I think Tank Bigsby is going to be a good complement to Saquon.
I was going to say him and AJ going to be the reason why Saquon's fresher at the end of the season.
You know what? People are talking about that. I don't think AJ is frustrated because
I'm talking about AJ Dillon.
Oh, AJ Dillon. Gotcha.
AJ Dillon and AJ I'm sorry, not AJ Brown, but AJ Dillon and Tank Bigsby are going to be the reason why Saquon isn't going to be so taxed. His workload is going to go down, and it's not his workload going down is not an indictment on him or his talent or him or the way the coaches view him. You know what I'm saying? The additions of Tank Bigsby and AJ Dillon and them taking some of those reps from Saquon is because they think that much of Saquon.
Yeah,
we need to
like
see
Jalen.
Yeah,
it's a little bit like Jalen. After Jalen got that second contract, it was like, all right, we need to protect our investment,
and they did. Yeah.
And we want them healthy for the postseason. We want them healthy at the end. It would be silly to run him like crazy. It would be silly.
Yeah, and also, just to keep it a buck, what you were going to say. I'm in full agreement with you when it comes to AJ and Smitty. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at their body language.
Yeah.
I'm reading, even when they're doing interviews and everything like that. In my opinion, the way things are going, especially with how they're not being utilized like I would like to see them utilized. At this point, it's so obvious that they're not like in the same realm as they were last year.
Yeah.
At this point, it was so egregious that I realized something like, oh shit, this is on purpose. Because I'm looking at their body language. Nobody's mad. They're not mad. They're doing something.
They understand.
Yeah, something's up. And I don't mean in a bad way. I really don't think that the a number of targets and the number of receptions that both AJ and Devontae are not getting or are getting is a bad thing. I think this is something intentional. I think they're actually allowing teams. They're just looking at how teams are going to try to play them because everyone knows it's Saquon. Everyone knows. We're going to run this fucking ball. Now you just got to stop it. So how you going to stop it?
No, that's a fact. And I do think that this upcoming game, we're going to see a high passing. So
we're due for one, and the Rams can be that team.
Yeah.
But then again, at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't.
I wouldn't be surprised. Well, the thing is, I need them to get a little bit more active with the passing because that passing opens up the breakaway runs.
Absolutely.
Because now what you're doing is you're forcing these defenses to play you fairly, and that's what's happening right now. They're just filling up the box, and but with filling up the box, they are not being schemed. They're not being schemed enough for AJ to get open, for Devontae to get open. Like I watched the game and I even watched a little bit of the film on it, and a lot of those plays, they were not schemed to be open. I truly think that they played down to their opponents at times. And it's like
Remember,
it's
the first
because we
4
know
games they're
we
stumbling
can
and
win
bumbling.
this without putting out our secret weapons. We can win this game without having to go.
That's
crazy.
Yup.
Like, and other people aren't realizing that.
Yup.
Because think about it. Everybody says you got AJ Brown, you got
Yeah.
Devontae, you got Saquon, you got you got Dallas Goedert. Y'all should be throwing the ball like crazy. Why? Why? So y'all can see what we do. So we got something on film for y'all. It's only week 2. You want something on film to already scheme up to us? No, bro. We learned that in 23. We're not doing that.
We ain't showing y'all shit.
Yeah, like there's
And
no point in showing them anything.
I don't care what y'all say.
Yeah,
we're not showing y'all shit. I don't care what you say.
Exactly. Cowboys. Cowboys. Come on now.
Yeah. Listen. You look, bro. Matter of fact, now that I think about it, I was with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I was with y'all.
Yeah.
Because what I'm about to tell you is that it was with you and the fellas, because I said that this was a tune-up game.
Yeah.
And oh man, listen. When I called Dallas a tune-up game, that infuriated the fan base.
Yeah.
That infuriated them. You know what I'm saying? And I said, here's the thing. They are hanging their hats on the fact that they weren't embarrassed. Not that they lost the game, just the fact that they weren't embarrassed. We scared you. That's where they at with it. They're just happy that they think
we could have beat you. Yeah.
Yeah, we could have beat you.
It's the woulda, coulda, shoulda game. That's all it is.
And then it's very hard to make that argument when you see on the news all week, Jaden telling Chris Jones, "Set your bitch ass up. We won the game. We won the fucking game." You know what I'm saying? Like, that told you who that guy who wished Jalen hurts himself. It was a Cowboy fan, and Brian said the guy was joking bullshit. Oh, Hamid, you talking about Walker Wade?
Oh yeah.
Walker Wade, and listen, Hamid, because he was talking to me when he said this, right?
Oh yeah, I was listening to that because I think y'all were talking about the spit incident, and then he said,
"No, this was before. This was before the game even started."
Yeah,
this was before the game started. He, like I had my youngin on one time, GB Dunn. You know what I'm saying? And Dunn cooked the shit out of him. He cooked his ass up because my man. This was like the week before on Mark's show.
With Troy Aikman.
He kept calling him Troy Aikman.
Yeah,
he had him so angry that my man said, "Yeah, I hope Hurts tears his ACL and his outfit, all this." I mean, like, and listen, I had to tell people, understand something. Number one, I game time wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? But I could tell you right now, Walker Wade meant every single word of that. That came from, if you listen to the way he said it, that came from a place down deep. That came from
the diaphragm, bro.
Yeah, he came. I said that. I said, damn, Walker, you said that shit like it came from your diaphragm. You know what I'm saying? And he did. He meant it. Pissed. I mean, he was throwing vitriol out. So I won't allow someone who wasn't a part of that conversation to characterize it in any other way than what it was, especially since I was the recipient of that vitriol. You understand what I'm saying? He could say whatever he want, but he was not me, and he was not the one that he said that to. Now, I get that's your friend. You want to have his back and not cast him in the light that he cast himself in. But at the end of the day, he meant that. He actually meant what he said. Okay. And the fact of the matter is that it's just one of those things where he's like, Cowboy fans this is bizarre world for them.
Yeah.
Okay? They're living in bizarre.
What are we really doing? What are we really doing right
now? And every time you turn around, so if I sit there and I try to have an intellectual conversation with you about your team versus my team, or what's going on with your team and my team, it sounds all shitty, when you're in their ears. When I start talking about the Philadelphia Eagles and what we are doing, it burns their ears, and it's like wah 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 wah. They hate us. They hate what we're doing. They hate how we're running it, and a big part of that is the way that the ownership is treating the fans. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, y'all still give them your money.
That's facts. That's facts. I feel like at the end of the day, with all that, I would never wish harm on another player, just because at the end of the day, that's a person. Like that means you don't even look at them as humans right now. You look at them as action figures, side characters, something that's just on TV. So
look at the world we live in right now.
That's crazy work to me. But if you truly feel like that, do you know why are you giving not even bulletin board material for the Eagles, but is that what it takes for you to beat us? That's what it takes for you to beat us?
It's not
us. That's the root of that's if you really think about it, we have to have a player injured. We have to have our starting quarterback injured for them to have a chance to win. A chance.
Yeah. Listen, he said Game Time always breaking on Eagles bad news because he is in market. Yes, he lives in South Jersey.
Yeah.
And so you have to understand it's got to be tough to beat him. If you think about it, because he's literally in the belly of the beast here.
He's watching the success.
Yes, it's on his TV all the time, in his local news, in the newspaper. Like most of his neighbors or people in the town that he lives in, he's in Eagles territory. You see what I'm saying? So for him, all he hears is Eagles, 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 and he's a Cowboy fan. So that's a tough position to be in. You see what I'm saying?
It's definitely tough. I agree with that.
Now, you want to hear something even more wilder? What's dude that said all that stuff is down there with you.
Oh yeah, then that makes sense.
He's in Fort Worth. Yeah,
that makes sense. Then.
Yeah, he's down there. He's down there in Fort Worth.
We out there
or
repping
in Dallas.
We out there because we out there repping, and they can't say anything.
It's very tough, and
that's frustrating.
When you got Dallas legends like Emmitt Smith say, now do something about it. It's been how long? Do something. You don't like it? Shut them up. The only way you can shut them up is win a championship. Period. So it's not. I get it. Donald's an Eagles fan in Texas too. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be fun right now. It's got to be fun.
Oh, it's amazing, bro. It's amazing.
It's got to be fun. I be talking. Donald's another one. Shit on all the time.
Donald's another one.
Yeah, I would have my shit on all the fucking time.
Oh yeah.
Every time somebody went to open up their mouths, I'd be like, "Shut the fuck up! Shut all the way the fuck up!" So you get the top of shut fuck mountains where there are no more fuck ups to shut. That's how I would be talking to Dallas Cowboy fans.
Whenever they talk about the Eagles, I have to remind them Super Bowl champion Eagles, not just Eagles, Super Bowl champion Eagles.
Bruh, if I'm in Texas and I'm listening to Cowboys fans, how they talking? I'm just doing like this, like, oh.
But I'm not even gonna hold you though. It's very quiet. It's very quiet out here when it comes to Cowboy talk.
I'll be like doing like this. Wow. Really? And what else? Because listen, all their rings, like I said, all their rings come from the late 1900s. You know what I'm saying? They're all 14 karat gold. That wasn't the thing back then.
We have 2024 generation rings. Like we got rings that actually do stuff. It don't just sit there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, our joints got, they come out.
Yeah,
the wings come out.
They got the wings popping out.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We look. The first one's got the whole Philly special on there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So again, I'm just for I understand, you know what I'm saying, from what place Walker Wade fully was coming from. Why it was so hard for him to say the things that where like the anger and all that vitriol that comes from it. And yes, he did say that. Leo, I got to go to the store, and they look at me, and my head is high and chest out, and tell them, "You guys bums." Them guys are bums and not won. Wait a minute, not won nothing in 30 years. Fly Eagles fly, Super Bowl champions. Listen,
that's facts.
Listen, it's one of those things, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Where you just, like I just would look at them like, okay, then you wonder why we think you crazy.
Yeah, like that's all it really is.
It. Mark does it all the time because he cannot do a live and not mention something about the Philadelphia Eagles. Especially when he starts talking, when he starts talking salary cap, when they start talking salary cap and all that shit and trading players, and it's always like, see, look at what we did. You know what I'm saying? We did something.
Yeah.
And it's like
Davion Clowney move is not gonna do anything.
Y'all get set up every year.
Yeah.
Every year. Like what are you doing? Like, and here's the thing. I look at other Cowboy content creators and stuff like that, bro. When I look at just go look on their pages and look at how they're talking about their team now. They're using words like dangerous, scary, we coming, that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we signed Tyler Smith. This is not good for the league. they talk about their team in those terms and then turn right around, okay, and talk shit about us.
Yeah.
And it's like you would and listen, when they talk, like the things that they say, because there's some things that is universal throughout the league. First of all, to the 31 teams in the National Football League, fuck all of y'all. Because when y'all talk about that tush push, the thing that I can't stand when the tush push comes up, and it came up a lot this week, right?
Yeah.
The thing that I can't stand is not what y'all say about the tush push. It's the manner in which y'all talk. Because y'all talk like we cheating. Like we're cheating. Or you talk like that's a play that is not allowed to you.
Mm-hmm.
You're allowed to run the tush push. Like here's the thing. Like, this is what I'm not really understanding. If the tush push is an unstoppable play, then why would you not spend time as a team trying to learn how to perfect the unstoppable play? Like you can actually run it yourselves. You're allowed to do it.
Do they have the personnel though?
That's everybody is. It's not a play that's only for the Philadelphia Eagles. The thing about the tush push was it was invented by the coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. Nick Sirianni invented the tush push. Okay. But there's enough film out there for all of y'all to know what it looks like. So now, and turns out, there have been some teams who have actually tried to do a version of their own version of the allowable, unstoppable play.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so understand something. When you make the argument, stop making it the manner. I'm just saying the manner in which you say it. Stop saying it like we're cheating. We're using a play that's not allowed. It's allowed by everybody.
Yeah.
If you don't like the fact that we are doing it, then you fucking do it yourself. Or, like Tom Holt said, figure out how to stop it. We're not 100% on the tush push. We've been stopped before.
We're not 100% successful on it.
Yeah.
But I think the fact that we've done it so many times and became successful, I don't even feel like we really used it that much, honestly. I think this last game with the Chiefs was the last time we used it that much. Oh yeah. Hey Linda, I got your package is on its way. I appreciate you.
Hey Linda, what's good, Mama? How you doing? Retro, what's up? What's up, champ? What's good, man? No, oh no. Retro's a Cowboy fan. My bad. What's up, wannabe champ? What's good, bro? Logan Motorsports is here too. You know what I'm saying?
We got
shout out to little G Griffith. Happy birthday to your Aunt Valerie. You know what I'm saying? To Donald, Hamid, Abdul Aziz. You know what I'm saying? Everybody here, we appreciate you being here. Definitely. Y'all know how I am. I get to talking my shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like whatever. You know what I'm saying? But on the real though, that's how I feel about, like the way I hear some of these other content creators and fans from other teams talking about it. Listen, y'all can say whatever the fuck y'all want to say, but please stop making it sound like it's not something that y'all are not allowed to do. That's the part that I think
the teams that are the most frustrated about it are usually the ones that cannot do it. But I do, the fact that we're on the tush push, I want to dive a little bit into the offense.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's dive into this offense real quick, because Jalen Hurts only had 101 passing yards. I'm personally fine with that. Who won the game? That's the way I look at it. We dived into, we think that they're holding back potential plays for these teams that are coming up, such as the Rams, such as the Bucks. Do you feel like a lot of this has to do with Dallas Goedert not being out there? My personal opinion, what I spoke on with the guys is, if you're Kevin Patullo, you have a game plan coming up. You're about to start the season. You got Dallas Goedert. You got Johnny Wilson, who is an amazing blocker.
Right.
And then you got Ben Van Sumeren, who's supposed to be your fullback, who's also a good blocker. You lose Ben Van Sumeren. Johnny Wilson's out for the season. And then Dallas Goedert, he's up and down. So I feel it's a lot of losing them that's affecting us not being as productive as people want to see when it comes to the pass game.
You see my screen? You see what I got up on there?
Yeah.
Okay,
let me try to zoom into that real quick. Let me.
So right now, Jalen is working with 88.5 passer rating. As his completion percentage is 75.6. He's been sacked 3 times. He's had 23 QB pressures. Saquon right now is sitting on, he's had 40 attempts. He's sitting on 148 yards. AJ Dillon is sitting on 29. He's been targeted 9 times with 7 catches thus far. He's the leading receiver on the team with 69 yards. Jahan Dotson has been targeted 4 times with 4 receptions. AJ has been targeted 9 times, with 6 receptions. And Saquon's gotten targeted 7 times with 6 receptions. So this right here, especially with, this is deliberate. I think there's something to this. You know what I'm saying?
It's almost like playing possum a little bit.
That's what I think so too. Yeah, I think that too. I really do. I really think we're, again, because look at all this talent right here. Look at that. You know what I'm saying? And believe it or not, you know what I'm saying, what's even more crazier to me is that, again, and it could happen. I think this Rams game is set up for it. Is this being the offensive explosion, because we're going into this game literally with our full complement of weaponry. You understand what I'm saying? Like our full complement. And looking at the defense, you know what I'm saying? Look, these guys here: Zach Baum, Cooper DeJean, Jordan Davis, Jihad Campbell, Andrew Makuba. Yeah. Look at this. Snaps. Play time. Cooper's been on 100%. Zach's been on 100%. Jordan's played 70% of the snaps. Jahad Campbell's played 93% of the snaps. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on.
I'm gonna add to that too. A lot of this is truly not even. This defense isn't even at its full potential yet.
No.
And once it does, you said you give it week 7, week 8, right?
Yeah, maybe even week 6, week 7, yeah, somewhere around that time.
I think we're gonna get this true defense once Nakobe Dean comes back.
Because that's what that's the point I wanted to make. Yeah,
I guarantee.
Can you imagine Zach Bond, Jihad Campbell, and Nakobe Dean on the field together? Are you fucking kidding me?
Vic Fangio has a plan right now. Vic Fangio has a plan of what he's gonna do when all three of them are healthy and back on the field. And for that, I truly think these teams don't even know what's coming. And I don't think everybody made this comment last year. They said if the Eagles were to go in a shootout game, they wouldn't win. But I counter that and I say, how do you we don't get shootout games. Our defense doesn't allow you to have a shootout with us.
Wait a minute, listen to this, because this is why I love this chick. Okay, I ain't gonna front. I love this chick. Linda Collier said, offensive scheme is still very vanilla with less pre-motion and zero play action. Exactly. That's on purpose. You know what I'm saying? I really think that's on purpose. I really think that's an intentional thing. You know, I really think that, that they're doing that on purpose to like, again, just to see how these teams are going to play them.
Yeah, they're playing what the defense gives them.
You know what I'm saying?
And a big thing with that too is what's going to start happening. You're going to start hearing this from ESPN and all those other networks. If you let the Eagles turn the ball over on the Eagles, you will lose the game. You will lose the game if you turn the ball over, because we capitalize on it.
Listen, there are some teams, and I'll give you an example. I think there are some teams who are stumbling, bumbling in these first 4 games better than we are as of week 2. Okay? Like, I think Green Bay. Is they look better at stumbling and bumbling than we do, but they're still figuring out who they are too. Again, not till week 4, week 5 for them, the same thing, right? And I think that, there are teams who have this thing about heating up a little too soon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then sputtering out. So, again, I know what I want to see, you know what I'm saying? But do I really want to see that right now?
No, it's only
it's
only been 4 quarters, like you said. It's only been 4 quarters.
Yeah, I get
8 quarters. 8 quarters. My bad.
Because it looks like they're playing down to their competition.
Yeah, they're playing down.
Hit the nail on the head. Yeah, she hit the nail on the head. But I think that's intentional. I don't think it's a lack of creativity or anything like that. I really don't. These guys did not play in the preseason game. Like if you think about it, you know what I'm saying? Our ones have only played 8 quarters of football this year. Real live 5 exercises. You know what I'm saying? Our depth players, you know what I'm saying, particularly on the defensive side, you know what I'm saying? Our depth players, they got a lot of fucking reps this summer. They played a lot this summer. They played the whole preseason.
Yeah. Now, I would say with Kevin Patullo being out there, I would have liked to see them at least go in for 1 series. I'm not saying play a whole quarter or anything. Play at least play a series so we can at least. They're working out their kinks now, but we're people that live in the moment right now. We don't know what's going to happen in these upcoming games, so there's going to be more that comes with it. But my biggest thing is it's the turnover game. Like, we playing the turnover game. You turn over on us, you lost the game. It's just that simple.
Well, that's what. But see, that's the thing. That is the warning that the coaches from other teams tell their players about us.
Correct.
Hey, y'all, look, we got the Eagles this week. All right. Y'all know they got AJ and Saquon and everything like that. But here's another thing y'all can't do. Y'all can't fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be dropping the ball. You know they're going to be trying to punch it out. So don't protect the ball, protect the ball, protect the ball. I'm sure that is what their coaches preach to them time and time again. I bet you that the week of practice against the Eagles, they spend a little bit of extra time working on protecting the ball.
Correct.
Only because we are probably the most opportunistic team in the league when it comes to turnovers. You when you play us, right? When you play us, you have to play almost like a perfect game because I'm sure the coaches is like, I'm telling you, because these niggas be picking this shit up. They be figuring out a way.
I'll actually attest to that, and I'll say there's only one other team that is just like that too. I'm gonna let you guess and see if you can, and everybody in the chat, if you can guess, let me know if you know who that other team is. But there's only one other team that's playing just like that as well.
Who did the Ravens lose to?
Mm-hmm. The Bills.
Yes, Buffalo. Yes.
Yep. That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
Buffalo's the only other team.
That's another team that looks better. That looks really good at stumbling and bumbling. All the 2-0 teams in the league right now are going through. Remember, I said the first 4 games. That's stumbling and bumbling time for every team, right? All your 2-0 teams just look better at stumbling and bumbling than your team right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. You know what I'm saying? There's some teams that just really look good at stumbling and bumbling, meaning when they get out of week 4 going into week 5, they're going to be hitting their stride.
Yeah.
They're going to be hitting their stride, and they're going to and hitting, and everybody is going to. Some teams are going to be stumbling and bumbling throughout the entire season, and some teams are going to be stumbling and bumbling all the way up to week 6, week 7.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And may not ever, and it may be a little too late by the time they get their shit together. So then what happens is that those kinds of teams be the teams that fuck it up for a team who's doing really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
I.e., look at what happened when Philadelphia played San Francisco. It was a foregone conclusion that San Francisco was going to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. Remember, we were the underdogs in our own stadium. Remember that game?
Mm-hmm.
The NFC Championship game?
I remember.
And and what ended up happening is they got their asses kicked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And that was because that's the Philadelphia Eagles. Of course, we put Brock Purdy out and everything like that. But you cannot make a mistake with us. If you all it takes is one time. Ask Miles Sanders.
Yep.
As soon as he put the pill on the ground and Andrew Lukuba picked that bitch up and started running the other way, that was it.
That's the same thing with Travis Kelce too. That interception from
Travis Kelce, yeah,
that's the same
that
thing.
was the one mistake.
They're all crucial. They're all crucial moments to where, as a fan of that other team, you would say, "Oh man, if we would have gotten that wouldn't have happened." But you got to think about it. This is how we play.
Yep.
This is how we play. We play to where you almost get mind fucked to where you say, "Damn, if I would have made that, or if he would have caught that ball, or if he didn't fumble, we would have won the game." Nah, that's how we operate. We're waiting for you. That's Vic Fangio's whole defensive scheme.
Mm-hmm.
You do not give up the big play because eventually they will make a mistake. That is how he's been operating. And we have the personnel for it.
Mm-hmm.
We wait for you to make a mistake. That's it. It's just crazy that we got these stars that are on the other side that are making huge plays like that. Like Jahad Campbell, he's got to play locked and loaded coming. Quinyon.
Yeah.
Quinyon needs to catch the ball, bro. Like Quinyon.
All right. So this
Needs
is
to
my
catch the
thing.
ball.
I'm just like, okay, this is what I think about Quinyon Mitchell. You know how you just said Quinyon need to catch the ball, right? I think Quinyon says to himself, man, I got to catch the ball. I mean, come on. I get all these chances. I'm knocking the ball away. Yes, I'm locking these dudes up, but can the motherfucker catch the ball? Can I get an interception?
Yeah.
You know, he should have had more interceptions last year than what he did. You know what I'm saying? Chauncey took like a couple from him.
He's gonna have a few this game too. He's gonna have a few this game.
Listen, we're gonna have to pay big bucks for him, and we're gonna have to pay big bucks for Cooper.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to pay them. You know what I'm saying?
We're definitely gonna have to pay them, but I don't think they're gonna be based on just how they were in college and how they operated there. I think that they're willing to take they don't want it. They're not going to aim to be the highest paid player. I can't see anybody in our defense that is trying to be the highest paid player. And whenever you do want to be the highest paid player, we release you and we find somebody else.
Bro, listen to me. The way it's going to work here in Philly, right?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, we don't have to worry about Cooper and Quinyon and Andrew for at least 3 to 4 more years.
Correct.
Okay. In that 3 to 4 more years, we could end up with two Super Bowls.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, that's how good this team is. And I think, and I did a live yesterday, and I talked about this because I said, if you look at the Philadelphia Eagles offensively, our stability on offense comes from our head coach and the players. We're returning 10 of 11 starters. Okay. So from a stability standpoint, our stability is in the head coach and the players themselves. That's where, when you look for stability on the offense, that's where it comes from. Okay. On the defense, we are returning 4 starters. Okay. But we're also returning 11 players who were on in total, 11 players who were on the team last year. Okay.
Yep.
Now, out of the 35, we're bringing in 35 new deep players. We're bringing in 35 players in total on defense this year. All right. Yep. Now, 11 of those 35 are going into just year 2 of Vic Fangio. Everybody else is going in year 1, whether you're a rookie or a free agent signing. This is your first year in the Vic Fangio's defense. So for us, our stability on defense is actually coming from the defensive coordinator. There was no turnover on defense. Coaching, period. Clint's still there. Christian Parker's still there. All the coaches, the individual coaches and everything like that, they are all there. Okay. So what you're going to have is you're going to have a bunch of guys who, for like this defense that you see right now, these 2 and 1 year Vic Fangio players have an opportunity to be together for at least the next 3 to 4 years. At least 3 years. 3 years of most of the same players.
And after that, you got to look at the offensive side too. Lane will probably retire by then. That opens up money.
Well, the succession plan for him is already in play.
Yeah,
it's going to be in
play. Barkley might retire by then too.
Yeah.
Not looking. How old is Barkley? I think Barkley's 28, 29.
Yeah.
He's planning on retiring after that.
Yeah, we got 3 more years of Will Shipley.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Plus Tate Bigsby too.
And Tate Bigsby. Yep. And then we got some youngins on the practice squad.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because I said at the end of training camp when we were making the 53-man roster, I kept telling everybody, y'all need to really pay attention. I don't normally say this, but y'all really need to pay attention to who's on our fucking practice squad. God damn.
Yeah, like you, like looking at that too.
Got some.
Ty Robinson hasn't even been on the field yet.
The vanilla gorilla,
and that's simply just because he's not caught up yet. Like he's taking a little bit longer than expected. That's why they haven't put him out there. But
they could do that because look at who he's playing behind. He's
Jordan
playing
behind
he's playing behind Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter,
Ajomo,
Josh
Byron, I think.
Yeah, who?
Byron
Young. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's okay. We could develop him slow. And who's to say that he ain't gonna get on the field because this is a game of attrition.
Yeah.
Do you know how many guys are probably going to end up being called up from the practice squad? You know what I'm saying?
How he moves them, he moves them around. So
exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. Just like they just signed back Kenyon Green from that Texans pick that we got with the trade with CJ.
Yeah, with CJ.
Brought him back. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So it's constant rotation of people that we putting in, replacing. We got to be okay with saying, hey, it's either Jacorian Bennett or Dory Jackson. It's like we, as a fan base, we need to be okay with that. Yeah, it's not going to look pretty at times, but with these defensive edge rushers that we got, they're going to complement it, and Adoree is not going to look as bad because of our edge rushers. Because the edge rushers complement the cornerbacks.
Yeah, again, I like who's to say that Adoree's not going to have a turnaround game? You know what I'm saying? Who's to say he's not going to figure it out? You know what I'm saying? You know, like we might mess around and end up with a damn. Remember the first year we had James Bradbury? My man was all pro. The first, like I know people don't like him and everything like that, but it's like, hey, you do remember that his first year with us, he made it to the Pro Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
If we go to the Super Bowl, we just don't want an issue like that to happen.
Well, it was, again, what we need to do is he just right now he's a liability. He's the biggest liability we have on the defense, and that's me like stretching, almost somewhat stretching to say to find something wrong.
You're giving the quarterback somebody to pick on,
right? Yeah.
Like quarterback sees him, they're going to try to pick on him first game, and we can expect that going into this game.
And who's to say you won't scheme for that? Yeah. Who's to say they don't scheme for that? Like, they're gonna be picking on you, right?
Yeah, and he knows that too. The whole organization knows that.
Right. So
they're aware. Hell, if we talking this, they talking it even more. They gonna trade it even more.
1000% agree. 1000%.
Something I don't agree with though, from Bruce Banner, we can't trade AJ right now.
No. Listen, he's not a diva. I'm telling you now. I don't think he's that. And
I don't think you can be a diva if you got a ring. That's my personal opinion.
Well, if you got a ring, then you automatic a diva. You got it, because especially when you're a reason for it. But again, there's nothing about AJ that is making me feel like he's in a place right now, like T.O. I know people here still suffer from PTSD over T.O. and when they start talking about him being a diva and everything like that, it feels more like it's folk trying to get ahead of him acting out, preparing for him to act out. You know what I'm saying? And so I just don't get that vibe from him.
Yeah, I don't think trading him is the right move, and it's definitely not a smart move.
I could definitely see them entertaining trading Nakobe Dean for a top corner. That too, but I don't think no team will want him. He can't stay healthy.
Nakobe Dean's injuries history is so bad.
Nakobe Dean is playing for a 1-year contract.
Yeah, and
that's what he's doing. He's in a contract year.
He's not going to go anywhere. I think the main reason why we haven't let go of what's his name, Ringo, is because at the end of the day, and this is just my personal opinion, it might be a hot take. I don't think Howie wants to see what this team looks like removing a Georgia dog from the team.
I agree.
I don't think Howie
I
wants.
agree.
And
I think if you got rid of N'Kobe Dean, it could have the type of effect it had when we got rid of Brian Dawkins and when Houston got rid of Mufasa. When Houston traded Mufasa to us, that hurt that defense. It all because everybody started looking at TJ and Brian Cushing. You see what I'm saying? But like the leadership transferred to Brian Cushing, but it was so sudden and it hurt the team. You know what I'm saying? It didn't help the team. I understand from a talent perspective, they thought that trading Mufasa to us was going to, benefit the team for what they got for him. But actually, there are some personalities, like, understand something. You know what I'm saying? There are a lot of guys on the team who are captains that don't have the C on their jersey.
Exactly.
But everybody knows they're a captain.
Yeah, everybody can't be like Colorado and have the C and the D on there.
Yeah. There's a lot of captains on that team that don't have C's. That's why you don't see. That's why you don't see Smitty hooping and hollering about not having a C or anything like that, or feeling that kind of way. You don't see AJ feeling like that, because here's the thing: when those dudes do open up their mouths and talk, you know what I'm saying, the youngins hop too.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying?
That's right. And even Ringo, like Ringo can be a special teams merchant. He can be a special teams merchant if we like. He needs to understand that, though. He needs to understand you had your opportunity at cornerback. You couldn't do that. Let's put you on special teams. It's not saying you're going to be on the bench the whole time. We're going to have you out there for special teams, because special teams is effective when used correctly, like with the right players.
Philly
I'll put this out there. Sidney Brown needs to be out there too.
Yeah, Philly 444 says it doesn't matter if he's a diva or not. His contract has a $90 million dead cap hit to trade him. That's not happening. That's true. You know what I'm saying? Hit to trade him. That's not happening. Yes, and there's also a restructuring too that could also happen. But I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just don't like. Come on, y'all. Like, I get from what place you're coming from when you say the things that you're saying. I'm just saying, I don't think that's it.
And the people that are saying that, why trade him? Why? Like that's my honest to God answer, like, question. Why trade AJ Brown?
Did you hear Michael Irvin was like, yo, AJ Brown is me with the book reading and everything like that? He was like, he said if he would have known what his thing to do would be to get his mind back into the game, he would be doing a version of that himself. And so Michael Irvin's whole point was the fact that he knows exactly what he needs to do to keep his head in the game. Yeah. Do it. So I don't have a problem with him reading a book and all that other shit.
Well, I think it was too much of a PR issue. So they told him he had to remove the book.
Well, you know what though? Here's the thing. You know what I'm saying? I read the body language and I go off of what I see the players saying and how they interview and everything like that. And the one I lean on the most is Devontae. You know what I'm saying? Devontae was like, man, because I saw him do an interview and he was like, man, he was like, that thing really tripped me out because AJ was doing that the whole year.
They
just caught that game,
and they actually rewind back to games where he had
and checked it. And sure enough, he was doing it.
And it wasn't a stunt he was trying to pull.
In
a playoff postseason game against the Green Bay Packers, like, this is legit.
Yeah, and then I heard other players saying the same thing. They was like, he's been doing that all season.
Yeah, you know if at the end of the day, as a wide receiver, your whole goal is to get the ball. If you know that your role is you're not going to be getting the ball as much, you're going to understand that, you're going to absorb that, but you need something to help remind you about that.
Wait a minute. Bruce Banner said, Leo, you know that chronic shit gets me paranoid.
Hey, like I said, there's no reason to trade AJ. There's no reason.
Yeah, no. We're nowhere.
And if let's say we did trade AJ, what we doing? What are we getting with that? At the end of the day, our defense is already holding teams under 20 points right now. So they're doing their job.
Yeah,
So
that's
getting rid of AJ, what does that do? It doesn't do anything. Like it simply doesn't do anything. It makes, I think what you do is you actually lower your chances of trying to do anything in the postseason. Like we all know, every Eagles fan knows when AJ Brown is on the field, the Bucks can't hold us. We've seen what we look like with AJ on the field with the Bucks. So every time AJ's playing, we win every game. We impose that threat of we can just send a simple go ball out to AJ, and AJ is gonna be there for it. So, like I said, there's no need for that. Devontae can do the same thing, but that's one wide receiver out there. We could put Minchie out there. We could put Cooper out there. We can put Dotson out there. But at the end of the day, it's not going to be the dominance that AJ brings on the field. Like, it don't matter who the DB is. AJ is going to dominate on them. It don't matter. You can't say that with every wide receiver in the NFL.
Yeah. Agree.
So
and
that's my take on that. Just because, hey, that trade AJ Brown thing, that thing gets me heated, bro. It's like, why?
You know what? Listen.
It's honestly, and I know there might be some Cowboy fans on here, but it's just like saying trade Michael Irvin. Trade Michael Irvin at the time. Trade him. He's starting too much drama. He's doing too much. He's an egg
and we're also manufacturing that shit too.
Yeah.
That, like, I see people like, that's one thing I'll say has been consistent with people like Mark Holmes and them. And sometimes Game Time will do it too, but they'll manufacture a controversy. Everybody, so and so's mad. You know what I'm saying? You know, oh man, so and so needs to look. They got to calm down. And it's like, come on now. Like, look, granted, I get, you know, things are in disarray, and I said this about a lot of, you know, all the NFC East teams. Every one of them, y'all shit is so fucked up, including the Washington Commanders. Y'all shit is so fucked up. You should not have the bandwidth to be able to speak on anything regarding the Philadelphia Eagles.
That's facts.
You don't need, like, you don't have that. You don't have you know, like, to be able to talk about the Philadelphia Eagles was a couple of train stops ago. Now, with your teams, y'all should you don't have the bandwidth. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really don't, because y'all got some issues. Y'all got some shit y'all gotta fix. And it's some serious shit. That's why I'm saying, like, we should not have your attention at all right now. There are things that are catastrophically happening on these teams. Washington, your fucking starting quarterback is not playing this weekend.
Okay? Oh wait, he's not. So he's out this upcoming game?
I think Jaden Daniels is out this weekend. You know what I'm saying?
That game, I'm gonna dive into that a little bit. Just a real quick takeaway from that. That whole entire game, I think that silenced a lot of Commanders fans. But watching that game, you saw Jaden Daniels, a young player, play with old heads.
Yes.
That's exactly what you saw.
They're the oldest team in the league.
They showed their age that entire game. They showed their age. That Cowboys-Giants game was strictly a pissing contest, bro. Like,
well, here's the thing, right? And I was talking to somebody yesterday or the day before. I was trying to explain to them. Yes, you won the game, and let's keep in the main thing. You know what I'm saying? You won. You know what I'm saying? And so let's compartmentalize that and put it to the side. Okay, you won, just like we did. We won. All right. But here's the thing. Let's look at the defense, okay? The defense allowed a team to put up 37 points and a quarterback to throw for over 450 yards, okay? I understand keeping the main thing, but when I hear 37 points, okay, I understand your offense scored 40 points, but your defense allowed for a quarterback who's old to throw for over 400. Y'all made Russell look like Russell from Seattle. Y'all let him cook. Whenever you have a team whenever you have a quarterback that threw for over 450 yards on your defense, that means that something catastrophic happened.
But Leo, you know why that happened, right? You know
Tell
why
me.
that happened? That simply happened because just like how we played down to our competition, the Cowboys played down as well. And they had to take it to overtime. It wasn't that just separates just our team from the Cowboys. Like at the end of the day, Russell Wilson will never throw 400 yards on the Eagles. He would never. He would never do that, bro. How do you let
Exactly.
Cam Scatterboo? I forgot when he got what pick he was, but he was known for being slow. How did you let him get a running touchdown on you like that? How you let that happen? How you let the wide receiver
that was the point that I was making. And now, no, and Deron Bland is not playing this weekend. I think they got some people.
Did they bench him?
No,
Because
wait a
what he
minute.
did?
Wait a minute. Hold on. I remember seeing something. I thought I saw something earlier, and it was saying that they were talking about people who were out.
Vinny, how is our secondary bad? Because we have one cornerback that's struggling right now. Does that just mean the whole secondary is terrible? I'm just asking. You looking at the injury report right now?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Let me see. Sorry about that, y'all. I want to make sure we got our facts straight here.
Yeah, that's like I didn't know Jaden Daniels was out. I didn't know that. That threw me off.
There's so much shit on here, man. I love this shit.
Vinny said Bland is out. Vinny said Bland is out.
Yup, yeah, foot. Yup, his foot. Yup.
So that's the question. Why put him out there? Why are you gonna put him out on the field if you know he wasn't 100%? Because clearly he wasn't 100%. If all of a sudden now his foot's out after 2 games.
And then let me see. Yeah, because it's I think Marcus Mariota is going to be the one that's going to run it for the. So Jaden Daniels knee out, Noah Brown knee and groin out, John Baster tight end out. Let's see, Trey Amos, he's a full go. Yeah, everybody else is a full go. Debo, Laramie, Zach, Vaughn. Yeah, and you know what? I even forgot that Von Miller was on their team.
Yeah, he's
completely.
Von Miller just needs to pack it up, bro, and just retire. Like the longer he stays in, I think it just doesn't look good for him. He just needs to retire. I don't know why he thought the Commanders was the right team to go to.
Well, again, it was more so. It was more so getting a chance to get a ring. You know what I'm saying? Like the best chance he had to get a ring. Because I don't think, and you know what? What's interesting is that I think that Philadelphia is going to be a destination place for a lot of potential free agents and stuff too as well. Yeah. And the reason being is because at the end of the day, you go to Philly, you know what I'm saying? Here's what happens. You come to Philly, you have a good chance of going to the Super Bowl because you're on a team that competes. That's going to be competing every year for a ring. But when you leave here, especially if you're a youngin, you can get a bag.
Yeah.
You can come here and get a bag. Makai
Yeah.
got a bag. You know what I'm saying?
You come here to revive your career. You come
Yep.
to revive your career.
Yep.
We've gotten players. We've been getting players paid. I think since the Nick Sirianni era, we've been getting players played.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Yeah. You look at Javon Hargrave. He went to San Fran and got a bag, and then ended up getting traded to
Miles Sanders.
Yeah, Miles Sanders got a bag in Carolina. You know, Kaiser Hassan. Well, Hassan fucked up his bag. That was his fault.
Yeah, Hassan.
You know
You got what's the linebacker we had? That was a solid linebacker.
Kaiser White.
No, the 2022 season. Edwards.
Yes, TJ Edwards.
Yeah.
No, we didn't have TJ Edwards, not TJ Edwards.
Yeah, it was TJ Edwards.
It was TJ Edwards, yeah. Okay.
So it was TJ Edwards and Kaiser White.
Yep. Mekhi Becton got a bag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was done.
Yeah. So even if we can't pay you, you can come here and then go somewhere and get paid.
Yeah, that's how they operate, and like I love it.
And do you realize that the Eagles have not used the franchise tag in 24 years?
That's crazy.
Yeah, we haven't franchise tagged anybody in over 20 years.
Hey Leo, we got 30 people in the chat right now. Everybody watching, please go ahead, hit that like button. It's our tip jar.
Yep.
Go ahead, hit that. Go ahead, hit that like button. That's what keeps us going.
Make sure you subscribe too.
Yeah, and don't forget, go over and hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed to Leo. And then while you can, it's just a click and a swipe. Go on over to the Eagles Collective and hit that subscribe over there too.
Hook it up, y'all. We got the Eagles podcast over 1,000 last week.
Yeah, we got it over 1,000, so we got to keep that going.
The bird section got to get to 1,000. We got to get to 10,000.
Yeah, that's the goal. 10,000.
Yep.
But yeah, greatly appreciated from anybody doing that. Linda actually was our 10,000 subscriber, so she should be having that gift coming to her soon. But we're gonna be doing all types of stuff on our end over there, and me and Leo are gonna be here all season, talking birds and season, all season, all of that stuff. We're gonna be talking. So just be ready for that. We building something over here, like you said. But yeah, just going into this Rams game, Matthew Stafford is playing decent. He's definitely playing decent. We haven't seen the Devontae Adams effect yet, but I think it can come soon. The biggest thing that I noticed about the Rams is they get held back when it comes to the red zone. So I want to see how our defense compares to their offense with Vic Fangio and is it McVay? Is McVay still just straight up offensive coordinator?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to see how that works out with that. I'm not too worried about Kyren Williams. Like that's not even poking a joke at Scotty because Scotty got him on fantasy. We did a trade, but that's not poking fun at him or anything. But I just think Kyren Williams is not a power back, and I feel like to get through that Eagles defensive line, you need a power back. They just don't have it. They just don't have it right now. Yo, Donald, I appreciate the subscribe. I appreciate it. Let's keep it going, everybody. Hey, even Cowboy fans, Vinny, if you want to go over there and you want to talk trash on that end too, because it seems like you got a lot to say. You can come over to the Eagles Collective. We love to have you over there too. But no, that's kind of what I'm seeing with the Rams. I know that they also have a tackle that is on injury reserve that won't be there as well. Now,
yeah, I'm trying to find it. I know I saw something on it. You know what? Matter of fact, let me. I'm glad you said it that way. Because it all just popped up for them, just now too.
Yeah.
And pulling it up now.
I like that, Bruce Banner. He said.
Yeah. So their guard is Steve Avila. He has an ankle. He's doubtful. And then Brandon Fisk, their defensive end, with the oblique, he's questionable. And Kobe Parkinson, their other tight end, is his shoulder. He's questionable too.
Yeah.
So I would say they're not. It's game 3, but then again, this is the LA Rams, and I said this earlier this week. The LA Rams are our biggest test yet.
You think so?
Defensively.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
no,
let me
just
tell you why.
going into this 2025 season?
No, not our biggest test of the 2025 season. Just our biggest test
so far.
To now.
Okay, I got
what I'm saying? And I'm glad this test is coming. I'm glad this big test is coming in week 3. You see what I'm saying? Because the implications aren't going to be that hard on us either way. If we win, it would be expected. If we lose, it would be expected because we're still stumbling and bumbling. This is only week 4. I am happy we're seeing this team now because this was the team. Because here's the thing. If you look at our schedule, 11 of the teams on our schedule will potentially see twice this year. Once in the regular season, or some of them are going to be twice during the regular season, and then the others are going to be once in the regular season and in the playoffs. We got to see Green Bay. We got to see Buffalo. We're probably going to have to see Detroit. We may have to see, you see what I'm saying? So we're playing these people in the regular season. You understand what I'm saying? So and being that the Rams gave us the biggest scare during the playoffs because they could have won that game.
Could have.
They could have, but they didn't. Our defense came through. You know what I'm saying? They were our biggest. They were one of our biggest tests. You know what I'm saying? And you have to understand that was a season for that team. They're in the position of what the San Francisco 49ers were in. Okay. They thought that the Rams thought that we took their Super Bowl. That was their shot at the Super Bowl. So for them this weekend, when they come to the link, they are returning to the scene of a crime.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And they don't give a goddamn. They motherfucking Philadelphia. Fuck, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? They're coming. They're coming to. They are coming to fuck us up. Okay, like unlike a lot of other teams. You know what I'm saying? Other teams just want to beat us up because they can say they beat the champs. No.
Yeah, they want to get their best shot.
The Rams want to fuck us up because they think we got away with something.
Yeah, they think that, but I just truly feel like at the end of the day, this team. I like what you said because we are going to possibly see this team again. I'm pretty sure every team that we basically playing, we're going to possibly see them again.
Yeah, that's why I said if you looked at the schedule, that's why I gave you the number. 11.
Yeah, we're
11
definitely
of the teams that we're going to play this year, we potentially will see them twice. And I always said, because somebody was like, well, what about the Commanders? I was like, the Commanders overachieved last year.
Oh, yeah, that's
they overachieved.
Facts,
and nobody wants to admit to that. No one wants to say that. They all just JD 55. We call him 55 here. JD 55. That's what we call him. You know what I'm saying?
You gave that person you put too much weight on his shoulders for your expectations. I'm sorry.
Yes. He's
too much weight was on his shoulders for those expectations.
These last 2 weeks is the only thing the Giants and who else did they play? Who did they lose?
The Giants
to?
And the Packers.
Yeah, they lost to the Packers. All they did was demonstrate that fact. They just demonstrated what it looks like when teams get 1 year of tape on you. Now everybody's working with a full year's worth of tape on your quarterback.
Yeah,
and
at the end of the day, the Commanders had the advantage last year when you think about it.
Yes, because nobody could figure him out.
Yeah, nobody knew what was expected.
Yes,
from Jayden Daniels.
Now we know.
Now we know what was expected.
Yeah, and look at what they
his
did.
rushing yards just went down. Yeah, the way you stop Jaden Daniels, you make sure he does not run out of the pocket. If you hold them to staying in the pocket, and if your cornerbacks are doing their job, he stops and he ends up making a mistake. That's
He's going. Jaden Daniels is going at the end of this season. Jaden Daniels is going to catch up with the rest of his team.
I truly like this.
Wait, 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 wait,
I think Caleb
wait,
Williams will have a
wait,
better
wait,
season.
wait.
Yeah.
He is going to catch up with the rest of his team
Mm-hmm.
and age on his body.
Mm.
That's how much he's going to get beat up. He's going to get beat up so bad this year that at the end of the season, no matter what, at the end of this season, Jaden Daniels' body is going to be at the same age as his teammates. He's going to be, he's going to lose some years this year.
Yeah.
On
and
his
he doesn't
body.
have his safety blanket anymore.
Yes.
Austin Eckler
Yes.
is no longer. He's out.
Austin
for the
Eckler's
season.
done. Yeah.
He's out for the season. He's that him and Zach Ertz is Jaden Daniels' safety blanket. Whenever you see Jaden Daniels throwing, passing the rock over to Ertz multiple times, that's because that's his safety blanket. That's his safety blanket. Ertz is going to get the ball.
And that makes me sad because, I got an affinity for former players, and Zach being one of the biggest reasons why we won the Super Bowl, with his catch and everything like that, his contributions, it's nice to see him having some success and still having it, but unfortunately, it's going to have he's going to have I don't want him to have success only against us. And the fact of the matter is that they're depleted right now. Now understand something. I know very well who Marcus Mariota is. He was our backup. He was at one time in Philadelphia. Marcus Mariota was the prince who was promised.
Was that 22?
When he came out,
was that 22 when we had him?
No, we had him last year. No, year before last. Yeah, he went to the Super Bowl with us. He was our backup in the Super Bowl. Yep, Marcus Mariota was our backup in the Super Bowl. What's up?
Wait, I thought that's why we had I thought it was Kenny Pickett. We had Kenny Pickett. And
right. No, we had him.
Marcus Mariota was 23. He was 23.
One moment. What?
No, you good. But yeah, Marcus Mariota was 23, so we already know how his game plan is. I truly think that.
Hey, yo, I'm sorry about that. My little one came in here and just hustled me out of my phone, and then he was like, so look, because it's 10:55, so his little ass should have been in the bed a long damn time ago, but my wife passed out. She's already in the bed. She went to bed a few hours ago.
He know what he doing.
Yeah, exactly. And so he was like, so he came down here. That's why I was looking like, what the fuck? You supposed to be in bed. And he was like, nah. And I'm like, oh, you up there VR in it and everything. Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? It's Friday night. Go ahead, rock out, my dude. You got it.
Yeah. Go ahead and tear it up.
Yeah, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? He got a game in him, but I'm like, just go ahead and knock yourself out, man. You know what I'm saying?
Might as well, bro.
Sorry to
no, you good. How you feel? How do you feel this defense is gonna go up against the Rams offense? I think that's
why I'm excited. That's the only thing I'm excited about. That's that's my biggest excitement. And listen, it's not an excitement like as if I'm in fear. No. That's why I'm so happy that this test and this game is coming in week 3.
Yeah.
It's going to
solidify a lot of things.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's going to, like, this is, and I'm only looking at it. I don't even care. I don't care if the offense looks exactly the same week 1 and week 2. I don't care. I don't even care if AJ don't gets a low amount of targets and no catches or 1 catch or 3 catches. I don't care. Same thing with Devontae. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. Not this game. Not saying it wouldn't. When I say I don't care, meaning I wouldn't be upset if that was the case, so long as we win. But what I really am excited about is seeing our defense go against this premier offense, because it's Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua and Matthew Stafford. Now, you can say whatever the hell you want about Matthew Stafford as far as him being with his old ass, but let me tell you something. Matthew Stafford is one of the toughest quarterbacks to ever play the game. I'll say ever.
I'll give you that. I see him work with the Giants. I mean,
with Detroit, exactly.
Yeah.
It's my point.
Yeah.
He's also a Super Bowl winning quarterback in recent years, and he's a modern era Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Yeah.
When you look at the quarterbacks who have won in the last however many years, like 10 years, it's been Patrick, Jalen, and Matt. Okay,
that's true.
So you got to put some respect on that motherfucker's name. Okay, and here's the other thing too. He is an old school gunslinger.
Yeah.
When he was young in the league, people like Brett Favre was still playing. When Matthew Stafford came into, think about, you have to look at some of the competition that Matthew Stafford had the privilege of watching and going up against. You know what I'm saying? He cut from that piece of cloth. You understand what I'm saying? He's one of those ones, like Aaron Rodgers was young. You know what I'm saying? You know, Tom was still doing this thing.
Yeah,
there was a lot of people. There was a lot of people who was doing some shit. Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Was still playing when Matt was playing. He had if you look at the people that that quarterback has had to play against, and the people and the quarterbacks that he outdueled, you know what I'm saying? You gotta put some motherfucking respect on Matthew Stafford's name. He had Megatron. Matthew Stafford is the reason why is one of the reasons why you had Megatron became Megatron.
That's true.
Calvin
I'll give you that.
Became Megatron off of Matthew Stafford's arm.
That's actually a really good point.
And so with that being
it also
said,
tells you that the game's changed too.
Yes, and he's seen it all. You know what I'm saying? Philip Rivers was the dog. You understand what I'm saying? Like these.
I like Alex Smith. I'm a personally.
Yeah,
I'm an
Alex Smith, but I'm saying when Stafford came into the league, these are the people that was already playing or just starting. That was who was in here. You understand what I'm saying? So, and I'm saying, and I'm being descriptive like that and everything like that is because it's important for Eagles fans to understand who the fuck you about to play. I get how you feel about the team and everything like that, but if you don't have that kind of level of respect for this particular quarterback, he ain't no punk. This is a bad white boy.
I respect that, and I like that.
Yeah,
this is the only thing, though.
Yeah,
But then when I see Jalen Carter pick him up,
and I know
I'm like, damn.
That was his age right there.
Yeah,
that was his age.
And then I see Jalen Carter just pick him up. And did he do the one hand with him, or did?
Yeah, he was like,
yeah.
You can see some people like, wait.
Every time Jalen Carter plays him, he picks him up, bro.
That's not the first time he's done that shit.
Yeah,
he did that shit in college. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, bro,
dude up. Like, dog.
I'm like, why are you picking him up, bro? Come on. Now.
That is so unmanly. and here's the thing.
I wasn't trying to discredit everything you said, but it's just whenever.
Wait. Let me say this though. You know, so you know what type of quarterback I just described, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this game is going to be the response to that.
Okay.
For him.
Okay.
For him.
Mm-hmm.
That, do you know how unmanly that is? Do you realize, like, when they did the film study, they did film study, and you had to watch a big ass, grown ass motherfucking man pick his ass up when they did the film study, do you know how embarrassing that is? Now, fact of the matter is that it happened. You understand what I'm saying?
I'll actually put a parlay pick in saying Jalen Carter will pick him up one more time.
I wouldn't be surprised. You should. You might hit.
I'll put a pick in saying he will.
But here's the thing. Here's the $1 million question. You know what I'm saying? What's it going to look like when he responds?
Yeah.
I told y'all that's a bad white boy. Who's to say that he ain't coming in? He ain't come. Remember what I told you? They coming back to the scene of a crime. I said that. That's how Sean McVay and their coaches are explaining to this team, to the offense and defense, what you coming back to. And listen, did you ever see any of the videos of what it was like when they were leaving the hotel?
Oh yeah,
to get on the plane, to get on the bus, to come to the stadium. The by the time Versa had his little interaction with Jalen Carter, that was at the end of him getting cooked from the time they walked out the hotel. You know what I'm saying? And them Eagles fans saw them coming out of the hotel. And they could not believe the shit that them dudes, them Eagles fans cooked them so bad they laughed at that shit. Not because it was like ha ha ha. No, the shit was genuinely funny.
No, that's
you know what I'm saying? Because I had to laugh.
That's facts.
They were getting cooked the whole fucking day.
I think the thing is the fact that they're coming back to Philly. That's where the game is lost. That's just
they're returning.
They're
returning to the scene of a crime.
Yeah, like that's where the game is lost.
Yeah, they're coming back to prove that. Yeah, we got you, motherfuckers.
They gonna,
and it ain't gonna be no snow this time, bitch.
Now check this out. As much as a gunslinger Matthew Stafford is, can you see any picks this game from Matthew Stafford?
Yes. Okay. Because everything that I said, okay, I wasn't saying it in terms of that's a bad white boy. That like he's this, he played with these people and everything like that. No, that's real time boots on the ground intel. I know these dudes, I know our defense is young and all that other shit, but here's the thing. These motherfuckers are so good, they don't care. Just tell us what we need to do. What's the plan?
Yeah.
What's the plan? Just tell me what the plan is. And before I could tell you what I'm going to tell you the plan. But first I need you to, part of that is you need to know who the fuck you about to go against. So you don't take none of this shit lightly.
Don't take it for granted.
Don't take none of it for granted.
This is like you said, this is their
This is the test. This is an awesome test.
Yeah.
This is an awesome test.
That's why I said these two games against, and you can't sleep on Baker either.
No, but that's next week. But that's next week. I'm talking about right now.
I truly think these two teams are I think it's gonna tell us about our defense, and it's also going to say any adjustments that need to be made, they're going to be made after this game.
All right, look.
After the Bucks game, I'm sorry.
I cannot believe you genuinely put me in a position where I get to see this. You get to say this. I cannot believe you did this to me. This is the moment right now. So pay attention, all right? I'm quoting someone, okay? All right. Your mind is a powerful tool. A powerful tool. Some smart people at Harvard figured out that you spend 50% of your time lost in thought. So that means 50% of the time you are held up, I'm sorry, 50% of the time you are lost in thought. So that means 50% of the time you are either worried about you're distracted by what's in the future and held up by what's in the past. Distracted.
That's
I don't like the way I don't think I'm gonna make it. That's 5 minutes from now. Oh,
mm,
I don't like the way you talk to me. That was
mm,
5 minutes ago. And what I need
mm.
you to be right now, what I need for you is to be in the right now.
Be where your feet are.
Yup, and right
Yeah.
now, that old ass bad white boy is coming
Mm,
back to the scene of a crime. That's the what is. Now that we know that about him, let's,
mm.
let's game plan for that. You know he coming with a chip on his shoulder. Let's game plan for that. You know what I'm saying? And he coming back this time, ain't no fucking snow. And he coming back with toys. He's got
Yeah.
Luka and Devontae. Versa wants to do that, wants to do his thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
The whole defense. You know what I'm saying? Their defense is motivated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got it again, we got away with one. We could use that. We know they're gonna be aggressive. You know what I'm saying? You know they worried about Saquon. Saquon has carved their asses up.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So you don't think that they might be from a defensive standpoint, they're probably game planning on how the fuck are we gonna stop are we gonna stop Saquon? What do we need to do? You know what I'm saying? This is a great test for our offensive line early in the season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
To make those adjustments necessary.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
What's going on, Tim? Tim's in the. We got Tim in here. Appreciate you, Tim, checking us out.
What's good? What's good? What's good? Who's here?
Tim.
Oh, Tim.
I got it on the screen.
Okay. Okay. Oh, Tim Pinnell. What's good? What's good? What's good? You know what I'm saying? If and if you came in here, please hit that like button. Hook us up. You know what it is. You know what I'm saying? But my point in all that is to say, knowing who we are going to be facing and what their motivations are is not a scare tactic. It's this is intel. What do we do with this intel? We have the personnel to do something with this intel. How do we use this intel?
Exactly.
I'm saying on top of looking at on top of the film play and all that other shit. I just want Eagles fans to understand and really truly appreciate what this game really is, what it means for us, in particular at this time in time. Everyone knows every fucking year the Philadelphia Eagles always start off slow. We always start off slow.
That's last year scary to any opponent.
Yeah, last year we was 2-2.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? We've stumbled and bumbled our way into 2-0. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying we're going to lose. That's not what I'm saying. You know, what I am saying, though, is that the way you view this particular game at this particular time in time, I can understand if this, I'm not saying we should drop one or anything like that. No. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is that, hey, y'all, you are still in evaluation mode. This is still evaluation.
Yeah, it's still preseason.
This is the
last game of the preseason.
Yeah, this is still preseason. I don't know who the fuck these motherfuckers is.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? We're
not
just judging. And listen, we're not even just judging the players. We're also judging the efficiency of the play calling. You know what I'm saying? We're also evaluating the coaching. You know what I'm saying? Has these guys made the same mistakes defensively week after week? We don't have enough. Like, this will be the game where we could say, okay, we got 8 weeks. We can start seeing tendencies. You can't say that. We ain't been playing long enough with the ones on both sides of the ball. We ain't really seen everybody be able to say we got tendencies. We ain't, you know what I'm saying? We can't stop the run. No, you can't even say that. It's still too soon.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
You said,
they got a premier running back.
We need week 8, week 7 to come in. That's when you can have a full evaluation on this team.
Yes.
Full evaluation.
Yes, because I was one of those ones last year that made the mistake and started to make indictments on Nick Sirianni at this time in time. Starting right now, I was like, oh, he not saying he needed to go, but dog, that's because he was yelling at the fans. Remember that shit?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo.
Then he shaved his head and all
I
that
was
stuff.
like, yo, we got a 14-year-old as our head coach. That's what I kept saying last year. You know what I'm saying? Like I fully admit to that. You know what I'm saying?
That 14-year-old took us to the Super Bowl.
To the Super Bowl. The best way to shut me the fuck up is what they did.
Yeah.
What they did.
Ray here says if Hurts doesn't pass for his first touchdown on Sunday, do we panic?
No.
I know.
No.
I don't think it's necessary to panic.
Hell no. No. No.
Yeah, I think right now a lot of people we gotta understand that this team is too talented. We could be that team that just throws the ball everywhere like crazy and do all that, but it's not necessary.
That's not. Yeah, no.
You playing. You show your whole hand. Hit.
Look, we are in the weeks of a football season where you could get away with shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the win against Kansas City, that was when you could get away with some shit.
Yeah,
we caught them. They were shorthanded. It was the second game of the week. Even
with no Xavier Worthy,
we caught them at like. There's some games that would if they had their full complement of weaponry and were in their prime and figured out who they are, the Kansas City Chiefs would be a much more dangerous team for the Philadelphia Eagles after week 6.
Facts. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Dallas Cowboys could potentially be a much more dangerous. They could not potentially. They would be a much more dangerous team after week 6.
No, I agree with that.
You know, like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are they're looking good too. You know what I'm saying? Baker's playing with a purpose, but they're going to be a much more dangerous team after week 6. You see what I'm saying?
Can you see the Packers being a much more dangerous team?
Yes.
Or can you see them?
Yes.
Or can you see them plateau? I can personally see a setback just because there's a setback. They're still in the honeymoon phase with Micah.
I'm everything that I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
It does have an element of thinking like what is the potential of an injury, but I don't want to give that I don't want to everything that I'm saying right now is where they are currently health wise.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? You know, the Philadelphia Eagles are going to be and for all those other teams, the Philadelphia Eagles are going to be a much more dangerous team after week 6.
Yeah.
So for Tampa Bay, if they beat us, they got away with one. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the time to steal one only because you guys are coming into form faster than us.
Yeah, you can make your mistakes.
All it is. You know what I'm saying?
You make your mistakes. Learn from them.
That's all it is. You're just coming into form faster than us.
So almost trial and error. Almost.
Yes, but you're not better than us.
Yeah.
That's the thing. These teams. Here's the thing. These teams know that they are not better than us. They just need what they want to know is that's what it is. These teams want to know if they are better than us. That's what they want to know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Every team that beats us, you know what I'm saying? Whoever it is that beats us, they automatically get thrown into the potential
playoffs
and all that. And that's those teams that beat us after week 6.
Now, the Chiefs were like that the last 3 years.
That's my point. That's my point. Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. So we're getting everybody's best shot.
Right. And we're doing the same thing. That's the thing. We're doing the same thing too. Mm-hmm. I think the Philadelphia Eagles know it too. Hey y'all, we could get away with one while we all still trying to figure this shit out. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? This is just from a basic skills level.
No, that's facts.
We've played down so far to the competition just because
we simply
we're still trying to figure shit out.
Because at the end of the day, we can play down because at the end of the day, we just out talent you. We just out talenting you. That's it. So we have that opportunity.
Yes.
We're in that position to be able to do that.
That's the one thing. That's what makes us different in terms of how we approach the game.
Mm-hmm.
If you look over the last couple of years, the last 3 years,
Mm-hmm.
every team, not just in the NFC East, but every team in the league, damn near every team in the league is constructing their teams to mirror the Philadelphia Eagles or to directly compete with them.
That's facts.
They're all
just look at the draft. Just look at the draft.
Yep, everyone wants a wide receiver 1A and a wide receiver 1B, and then wide receiver 2. They all want that with a good tight end. They all want a decent running back. You know what I'm saying? They all, and if you look at the Baltimore Ravens and if you look at the Buffalo Bills, you see what I'm saying? They're doing they're all doing it. That's the difference. And no one, I get when I get angry at Cowboy fans and Giant fans and Commander fans and stuff like that, I'm always like, y'all, what kill me with y'all is y'all act like when I talk about the Dallas Cowboys, I talk about the Dallas Cowboys like I seen them. I know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I know what they've done. You know
what's going on, Dan?
Yeah, I know everything that's going on. You know what I'm saying? I know I've gotten my laughs and everything like that. I know why I laugh. I don't need a Cowboy fan to explain their team to me. I see it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when I speak on them and everything like that, I don't and even when they're good, like I give Micah Parsons all that, like, yeah, y'all fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But what pisses me off is when I hear Cowboy fans, Commander fans, and Giant fans ask questions like y'all don't know who the fuck this team is. Yeah. Like that's the part that y'all ain't seen them.
They play like they all
play like you don't know who these people are.
They all watch the Super Bowl just like we did.
Yeah, I never talked about the
Giants. For you to see the Eagles at their top like tier, to see them 1 year in like that, you know what that team's capable of doing. You know what they're capable of doing.
But bruh, they turned into the New England Patriots.
They turned into the Avengers, bro.
No, I'm saying watching the Patriots, watching Tom go get a ring.
Yeah.
And having the season that they had. You know what I'm
watching that Super Bowl in your head, did anything come to you? Because I talked with all the fellas and we all thought this at some point. Dynasty.
Oh,
watching that.
I categorized I categorized last weekend's game.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from, like I said, we're all stumbling and bumbling and all that shit. Mm-hmm. But I also understood their motivation too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Despite the fact that they were shorthanded and everything like that, there were a lot of guys on that team who were exercising demons from 7 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Jones was the biggest one. Mm-hmm. Travis Kelce, the next one. You know what I'm saying? Patrick just looked like he was just trying to,
busted.
He was just trying. He was the only one that was really.
And we saw Andy Reid not make a lot of bad decisions too.
Well,
we saw a lot of old Philly Andy Reid in that game.
I said that. I had a Kansas City Chiefs fan on my channel last week, mm-hmm. and he said to me after the game, he said, you said something that struck a chord with me. And I was like, what's that? And he said, I told him that the Kansas City Chiefs looked like the Philadelphia Eagles the year that Andy was on his way out. Mm-hmm. They look coached like that. That's exactly what they look like. You got away from the run. You started doing these screen plays and all that other shit and stuck to it, and it just fucked it. It just got old. And I was like, oh, I seen that before. Like
Yeah.
when Andy Reid starts doing that shit, that's exactly what it looked like to me. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, I think they might be coming to. That's what marked the end of the Andy Reid era, and like looks like. Oh,
Yeah.
that's what the way they looked is what marked the end of the Andy Reid era in Philadelphia.
No, I agree. I agree with you. 100%.
Looking just like that. You know what I'm saying? But
because it's almost like you stretch yourself too thin.
Well, no, there's a particular type of stubbornness and an unwillingness to move off of the plan when it's obvious it's not working, and that's what was happening. It was quite obvious what Andy was trying to do was not working. You know what I'm saying? So that was the thing. Now, what I will tell you also, the other implication amongst other things is that game marked the sunset on the Chiefs' kingdom and the sunrise on the golden era of the Philadelphia Eagles. That's what that was. It's really a passing of the torch. Now it's now the run. Now we're in our window now. We're on our run now. And if you look at beyond this season, and you look at the number of draft picks we had, despite the fact that Howie was doling them shits out, I think we still got at least like 9 picks or 10.
Yeah,
picks.
we got at least 10.
Yeah, we got at least 10 picks. You know what I'm saying? Going into this draft, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot, considering when you have the second youngest team in the league
and the amount of players that aren't expected to leave.
We got a shit ton of players on their rookie contract.
You're not going to need, at the end of the day, you're technically not really going to need to draft.
Fuck it. We got a lot of guys.
Yeah.
We got a lot of guys who are early contributors on their rookie contracts. Jalen Carter.
Shout out to Howie's scout team.
Yes.
I know we give Howie the praise, but that's the scout team. That is the scout team making those moves. Dude, those are the ones do boots on the ground.
Yeah, dude, there are people on our team that are going to be, big time, and you don't even know their name.
Yeah.
That's why I said pay attention to that scout team. Bruh, we got a dude on our team that they call motherfucking Baby AJ. We got a dude, like we already got somebody on the team that his nickname is Baby AJ.
Why do you think they don't put him out there for kick and punt returns? Why do you feel like they don't put him out there? I would personally
no, because we don't have to. For what?
Because we got Dotson out there.
Exactly. Right, when you got a Jahan Dotson who's playing for a contract, you got a Tank Bigsby who's playing. So why do that to the young? You ain't got to. You just concentrate on being Baby AJ.
The reason why I asked that is because that's how Tyreek Hill made his name.
I get it, but that's like listen. I'm sure they will figure it out, but for right now, you know what I'm saying, we can stash his ass on the motherfucking practice squad.
Yeah, because he got some reps out there against the Chiefs game. He was out there for a little bit.
And he a UDFA.
Yeah.
And he a UDFA.
Just like Reed. Just like Reed.
Yeah, so it's like do y'all realize like the GB Dunn, what up? You know what I'm saying? Do you realize where we like when we look at our situation and everything like that? And that's why I was like really pointing out the fact that we got a lot of we got some youngins on the team. And here's the thing. Next year, we're going to get even younger.
Yeah.
Next year, we're going to get even younger.
We might answer that wide receiver 3 question. We might answer that tight end question. Who knows what we can do with these picks?
We'll have 10 picks. You can pick. All 10 picks can be offensive linemen.
They can be. You can throw some tight ends in there and let them compete for
exactly. Yup. You got 10 picks, make them all offensive linemen and tight ends. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we get. Seriously. Because guess what? all they're going to do is play for. We could draft all offensive linemen. We got 10 picks, right? So let's say we drafted 6 offensive linemen and 4 tight ends. All 6 and 4 would at least sit for a year. They don't even have to be starters. If you
just learning,
just learning,
learning what Scotland expects from them, all that stuff.
Take your time. You know what I'm saying?
Like every offensive lineman should know when they get drafted, you're not scheduled to start. We have that pleasure of not having to start.
Yes, we got 2 more years of Lane. 2.
How many more years of Mulatto we got?
We got him for 3 more years.
3 more, okay.
Yeah, because remember he signed a big contract. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, remember he signed that I think last year or year before. So we got him for 3 more years.
We got Landon out there.
We signed him last year or this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was last year. He bought the tractor.
Yeah.
That was his big purchase, the 0-turn tractor.
So it looks like we got 5 minutes left before we hit that 2 hour.
I don't feel like it.
It don't, bro. We talking ball. That's why.
How many people we got here?
Right now we got 20 right now.
Really?
Yeah, 20 in the chat.
Okay, so hey, y'all hit the like button. Hook your boys up. You know what I'm saying? Because this is good. I mean, when we and I'm just saying, look at when you think about this team in its totality, which is why I said, you know what I'm saying, Jalen Hurts is in year 6. You know what I'm saying? By the time a lot of these guys come out of their rookie contracts, he's going to be in year 10.
Yeah.
Like
that's
you realize that kind of
what the crazy work is, and don't be surprised if we use those picks for a possible wide receiver that somebody's sleeping on.
Look, everybody's succession plan could be in order. We could be drafting for AJ's replacement if we don't already have him in Darius Cooper. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like I look at these players that we have, and why I keep pointing out the practice squad, because I'm looking at these guys and I'm going, shit, these are probably I see everybody's replacement. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm starting to see like, okay, these are the guys who are going to be coming up. So after AJ's gone in the next 3 or 4 years, you know what I'm saying? I think Devontae going to be here the longest.
I think Devontae's going to retire at you.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too.
I think he's going to retire. Jalen, I think I'm still on the edge with Jalen. I truly think Jalen's going to leave an Eagle if he can ride off in the sunset if he gets the rings in his head that he wants.
Jalen Hurts?
Yeah.
Bruh, I think I was telling Drew this. I said, here's the thing. When it's all said and done with Jalen Hurts and he's finished playing football in the National Football League, right? When he's finished with it and retired, he's going to retire an Eagle, and we will probably have caught the Dallas Cowboys in a number of rings.
I believe in that. I believe that happened.
Even if we could with him and the way this team is built and is constructed and everything like that, Jalen Hurts is always going to have a stable, a good number of weapons around him. You know what I'm saying? And they're always like, there's going to come a period of time where I don't think Jalen Hurts is in his prime yet. I don't think he's in his prime yet. I think
I can definitely say he hasn't hit his ceiling yet.
Yeah, I don't think he's there yet. I think
a lot of these quarterbacks in the league right now have already hit their ceiling.
Well, it's not so much like I don't think he. Here's the thing. His prime years is when he's one of the older guys on the team in age. You know what I'm saying?
He's looking at it age-wise.
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying, he, like to the youngins on the team, you see what I'm saying? Because if you think about it, by the time the next crop of rookies that come in or whatever, you know what I'm saying, Jalen Hurts was somebody they played with in Madden. It's the same effect that happened with players who was playing with Michael Vick when he came to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
You realize these like you realize like these dudes was like, I used to play with this dude in PS5 or on PlayStation, and I'm fucking playing with him. As a little kid, I remember watching this motherfucker run all over the league, and I'm playing with him. You know what I'm saying? Shady was like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, holy shit, I'm playing with, Andy Reid was like that. Andy Reid was like, holy shit, we just got Michael fucking Vick. You know what I'm saying? Okay. When these guys, these draftees are coming in and everything like that, you know what I'm saying? Because people still, the general population is still trying to get used to this way of Jalen Hurts that's about him.
The dual threat quarterback.
Yeah, not only that though, but just his mannerisms and everything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Just
like
the way he carries himself, you mean?
Huh?
Like the way he carries himself and just
exactly.
demeanor.
Yeah, we're in the beginning of all that. People falling in love with it and shit like that. They really, the whole love.
Well, it sounds good when you're winning.
And that's what he's
terrible
doing.
When you're losing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds terrible when you're losing.
Yeah, but the way this team is built and set up, and the way these guys are, you know what I'm saying? It's like once you get in the building, the whole culture part of it all, you can see it. They got it. They're in the beginnings of it. They're like, how there was the Patriot way. We in the beginnings of we are now looking at the Eagle way. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that version of it, whatever they call it now, what they would call it now.
Together.
Say that again.
They got sayings for it all day. Tough detail together. They got sayings all day that you'll use. Saying right now is tough detail together.
What's
the other one that they
accountability? You see Jordan.
What is it? What is it over contribution? They got another one.
It's contribution over credit.
Yeah.
That's the saying. That's the mantra this year. Last year was you can't be great without the greatness of others. This year it's contribution over credit.
Exactly.
Blue Pill said Leo got me ready for this Rama game. I'm ready to square up with. Hey, that's what I want though. That's exactly what I want. I want you to feel that way, Blue Pill. I want you to get that kind of excited because it's fun, but it's important that you understand and recognize where you are at this time in time. Like being in the moment. I was on Mark's show a few weeks ago, and they was getting mad as hell at me because I kept saying, y'all don't realize it, but I think we're in the beginnings of seeing something really special happen here. I see it like, oh shit.
Because they don't want to hear that.
But I'm sitting here looking, I'm like, how many draft picks they got? I mean, we had 13 draft picks this past year?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we got we sitting at on 10 now. You know what I'm saying? Because Howie done doled out some. I think we were sitting on 13, 14 this coming season. Next for 26.
And then for 2026 and 2027 we got.
We're in double digits for 27 too?
Yeah, we got picks in 2027. Yeah.
God damn.
I think at the end of the draft, at the end of the 2025 draft, we had a total of 23 picks. We had a total of 23.
And you got all these young dudes who gonna be coming here playing behind them.
Yeah.
The best, the biggest contribution I got, especially from last year, because you hear it from more than one player on the team, is understanding the value of having a really good vet on the team.
Correct.
Because the way they talk about big play Slay, the way those players talk about how he showed them how to be professional football players, how to watch tape. And then you know what they're doing? They're doing the same thing to the guys coming behind them. Do you realize how much mentorship is going on right now
and you got coaching from Vic Fangio.
Exactly.
He's not a contract coordinator.
Yeah,
he don't care how much you make.
He ain't going nowhere. Vic Fangio already said, this is my last stop. He came to Philadelphia because he wanted to be close to his daughter and his grandkids. So he ain't going nowhere. He's not trying to be a head coach anywhere.
He's a Phillies fan too.
Yeah. And I can tell you right now, you know what I'm saying? I can tell you right now, you know what I'm saying? Kevin Patullo is not going to be on anybody's coaching list next year, regardless if we win the Super Bowl or not. They're not going to get him. He's not going to go anywhere at least for another 2 years. We're going to have him for at least 2 years.
I can see that. If there's still issues, now worst case scenario, if there's still issues with him, I see them bringing in Frank Wright.
I would say this. You know what I'm saying? I've always what pisses me off is and I got this from Laura. I'm echoing the same thing from Laura Brunson because I agree with him. I don't want to keep bringing in rookie offensive coordinators.
Well, I'm saying
first time offensive.
So you wouldn't make Frank Wright your offensive coordinator?
I would. That's
would.
why. That's what I'm saying. Because Frank Wright is an elder statesman.
Gotcha.
I wouldn't mind seeing.
Kind of like how Vic Fangio is.
Yeah, I would like a Vic Fangio, but I would like an offensive version of Vic Fangio.
I think the only reason why they bring in these younger ones
is
because you're Sean McVay's. You're not Sean. Yeah, Sean McVay's. You're Michael McDaniels with the Dolphins. You're what's his name? D'Amico Ryans. You have those younger coaches, or Liam Cohen. You have them that can make those type of moves, but I don't think we're built like that. I just don't think we're built like that.
Well, again, I'm of the opinion. Like first of all, if you look at Nick's coaching tree, it's starting to look a little nice. You know what I'm saying?
Gannon,
Shane and John. You know what I'm saying?
It was looking rough.
At first, yeah. But now,
they getting their feet wet. They're learning from their mistakes. Because
you know what I'm saying?
And remember this too. It takes 2 years. It takes 2 seasons usually for a first offensive coordinator to come in and completely get on their feet to where they want an offense to be. It takes 2 years.
Yep.
So first off,
you gotta make a name for yourself.
That tells you about Jalen too, when it comes to that. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it.
And let me say this, because I mean this with all my heart. What bothers me, one of the things, like there's a very big aspect to Jalen Hurts that I feel like does not get talked about enough, but is as significant as anything else, and that is the fact that this man has had to learn a new language every year for the last 5 fucking years, and to accomplish what he has accomplished in that time. And you can see, and this is why, again, what pisses me off when it comes to in other NFC East teams is y'all seen this man, and y'all see every year he comes back better and better and better. You know what I'm saying? The fact of the matter is that as an Eagles fan, okay, even I gotta search for shit to find out about my own quarterback. And you know why? Because he's really not out there broadcasting his shit. Yes, there are things that we have seen. He's hung out with Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? What else he's done? He
got married this summer.
He got married. You know what I'm saying? And before you say anything or before anybody, goes there, I think you might want to take a look at his wife's credentials. He ain't married some slouch. He did not marry some slouch chick, like okay, let me bake cookies. No. He found him like a Michelle Obama type. His Mrs. Hurts is one of them ones. She a one of one too. You just take a look at her background.
Oh no, I read it. Yeah.
Yeah, god damn.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? As a father, you know what I'm saying, who has 2 sons, you know what I'm saying? He hit the lottery. You know what I'm saying? He hit the motherfucking lottery. All right, with that one. That's all I'm gonna say, because I'm not gonna speak on that man's wife too hard. But I'm just saying, y'all should, but the fact that I have to search, he's not broadcasting the shit he's doing. Not saying there are a lot of other quarterbacks that are or whatever. I'm just saying he don't say much of anything. And the fact that when I do search for things, what I find, okay, I find out that he called Wink Martindale and asked him to scout him. And you know how I found that out? Because someone asked Wink Martindale. And Wink said, I ain't never have a opposing quarterback just call me up and be like, scout me. And he talked to him. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that he talks to Peyton Manning a lot. You know how I found out? Peyton says something. Peyton said, oh, yeah, he called me all the time. And what I love about it is he has a very specific question about a very specific play, and we talk all the time. That was the sheriff talking right there. And that's what he said about my quarterback? Really? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I would not have known that this dude's screensaver is him walking off the field with all the Kansas City Chiefs confetti shit. I would have never known that had someone not sat behind him and looked over his shoulder and snapped a picture of his phone lock screen when he sat it down. He didn't broadcast that shit. Someone else did. You see how you have to go through lengths to find out.
You have to hear from a third source.
Yeah, you don't actually. You know what I'm saying? He's not out there like that. Now, yeah, he handling business because he's got his marketing campaigns and he has those things that he has to do. And you don't really see a whole lot of that. I didn't even know that he told one he turned down $10 million from working with a group because they were gentrifying the neighborhood. He was like, I ain't trying to hang out. I ain't trying to do business with people who trying to kick my people out of their homes. Hell no. Not even for $10 million. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what he was on that. But
stay on business, yeah.
Right, but you got to go search for that shit. You know what I'm saying? The headline was, Hertz turns down construction group or some shit, development group because they want to gentrify a neighborhood. Hertz was like, fuck no. Not even $10 million.
That means a lot too. That means, yeah.
It's tough, like it, yeah. So again, you know what I'm saying? Like now we could talk about other quarterbacks. I know one quarterback who I don't think he'll ever be protected unless they put pads on his mom. And he only a couple of years younger than Jalen. He's only a couple of years young. He ain't that young. You understand what I'm saying? Jaden Daniels is like what, 24?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Jalen Hurts is
26 going on 27. Yeah.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? My quarterback is 26 years old right now. Okay? And what I'm saying to you is that when you see the year after year after year growth on this dude and he's only 26, what do you think you're going to be dealing with when he's 29? What do you think you're going to have on your hands when he's 30? You understand what I'm saying? And he's this man has he's learned so many different offenses. He hasn't had stability at the offensive coordinator position in over 10 years, going back to high school. Think about it. He saw a different offensive coordinator damn near every year he was in college.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's had, so think about all the shit that he's seen at this point, at this stage of the game. you can genuinely say, shit, this he done seen it all. He's one of those people you can say that to.
Highs and lows.
Yeah, he's seen it all. You know what I'm saying? And I think after all of that, I think that when I look at it, everything in its totality, I think the change became very evident. Not the change, but the result of things to me was very evident right after they lost the Super Bowl
2022.
Yep. I think that was one of those singular events that changed him forever. I say the way I normally characterize it is I always go, he ain't been right since. That when he said
that, yeah,
he said it changed my soul, and I was like, I get it. I totally get it. I don't think I really don't think winning the Super Bowl compared to losing the Super Bowl.
It just
all it did was validate him and everything.
And you want to know what's crazy? The Kelce brother, Travis Kelce, actually said that too. He said losing the Super Bowl hits you heavier
than winning it. Yeah.
So,
and I think
and Jason was like, "Nah, I never experienced that." And then he's like, he ended up getting that experience, but just that's
and what we're seeing is, I believe that Jalen Hurts is one of those people that he hates losing. Oh, okay. He hates losing more than he likes winning.
Yeah. That's and not too many quarterbacks can necessarily say that either.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Look, hey y'all, look, while you're here, hit the like and subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Because we gotta get ready to shut things down, man.
Yeah,
you know
we moving right now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Give me your last thoughts on what you expect, like what you think LA Rams.
So with this game, I think it's definitely going to be a what is the offense going to do type game. I do think that we are going to pass heavy. I don't think it's going to be to the volume that people would like, but we will pass heavy. I'm score prediction. I'm giving it 17-24 Birds. So that's where I'm at with that. And I think Jalen is going to play. Saquon's going to run all over him at the end of the day. What they're going to do is they're going to pass the ball more. So you got to play them fairly. And then that's when Saquon's going to break the runs. That's truly what I think they're going to do on offense. Defense-wise, Reed Blankenship interception is incoming. And I think we see a 3-sack game on Matthew Stafford. I think we're going to come in. We're going to come in heavy because Jalen Carter has a lot to prove after the mistake that he made first game, and he understands that. And I think that's going to be coming, especially with the injuries they got on the offensive line.
Yeah.
So that's going to hurt them. That's them not having that offensive tackle out there is going to hurt them. It's going to hurt them a lot. So we're going to see.
Yeah. Well, the one thing I hate about this team in particular is this is a team that, well, I'm not going to put that out in the universe. Get that. This is. Let me just say this to the rest of the fan base, right? There is excitement here, okay? But understand something: the reasons why, because defensively, this is our biggest test. You know what I'm saying? This is a team that has 2 number 1 wide receivers and a formidable running back.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? And a formidable quarterback. Okay, so those elements in of itself is why what I'm looking for the most. My score prediction, because this is week 3 and we're stumbling and bumbling, and this is just our third preseason game. I'm honestly going to tell you that I think the score is going to be the Philadelphia Eagles too much and the Los Angeles Rams not enough.
Okay.
I don't want to put a number on it right now because I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying, they are just they're still figuring things out amongst themselves. There's a purpose for this. There's a purpose from the offense, the passing game, the lack of receptions and everything like that, even the lack of running and everything like that. Something's up. Okay, and I don't mean in a bad way. That's not what I mean. I don't mean that. I really don't. I just think that something's up, and the only reason why I'm saying that is because one of the other reasons why I'm saying that is because I'm also thinking about body language. There is nothing about Devontae and AJ that tells me that something bad is wrong. Nothing about their body. I hear what they're saying. Okay, got it. But I'm looking at their body language. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing about AJ's body language that tells me he's as disappointed like he was last year when he was like passing. And he was just giving a one-off answer. It wasn't meant like it was. It was
just to hurry to get the interview over with. Yeah.
Yeah. He was like, well, okay, if you want me to say something, okay, yeah, passing. You didn't pass enough. That's it. You know, not like it was a chronic problem or anything like that. But they turned it into something. Oh, he's contradicting. He's criticizing Jalen. There's trouble in paradise. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, they saw the two of them arguing. He saw them screaming at Jalen. It was like, oh my God, it's like Donovan and T.O. No, those are two best friends. You ain't never got into an argument. Your best friend is probably one. He's AJ's daughter's godfather. Come on, dog. Come on, y'all. Y'all know how, you know, your best friend could probably talk to you in ways that other people can't. And we just got a glimpse of that. You know what I'm saying? Who was with AJ when he got drafted? Who was there? Who was throwing him the ball? Who was throwing AJ the ball on his pro day? Jalen. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Who went to Alabama because of Jalen? Devontae. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like these dudes don't know each other. So I think that there's something up. I just don't really understand or know what that is. You know what I'm saying? I just think that and so that's because of that is why I'm like, I won't put a number. I'll just say the Eagles too much and the Rams not enough. But where my real excitement is really coming from what this defense has to face. I really want to see that. I want to see. I want to.
That's the match right there.
Yeah, that's where it is.
Match.
Yes, that's because it's a team with two number one wide receivers. You know what I'm saying? Different, a hell of a running back. You know, damn good quarterback. Shit, let's go. You know what I'm saying? And what better time to get this level of test in week 3 in our third preseason game? Cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we'll have we got like what 15 more games to figure it out.
Exactly. And in a bye week.
Exactly.
And we saw what happened after the bye week.
Yeah, and not to mention we'll have a couple of different little mini bye weeks, sort of say, but then there's going to be a few short weeks too. They fucked us with the schedule and everything.
And we should have pieces coming back. Dallas Goedert should be coming back too.
Yeah, he is. He's a full go. We're literally going to be fielding our entire complement of weaponry. Landon Dickerson's playing, Devontae, AJ, Jahan, you know what I'm saying? Saquon, Jalen, whole O-line.
Full roster.
The whole everybody. Everybody's ready to go. Everybody can play this week. So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how many times we're going to have this.
That's true.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's true.
So we need this, like, it's like the entire offense is sort of kind of like, you know, interchangeable too. You know, we ranked number 4 in offensive line combinations last year. We had 29 different offensive line combinations last year.
Dang.
Yeah, that's the type of shit, and that's what I'm saying. You know, like y'all got like even pay attention to that. I don't like when an O lineman goes down and everything like that. I'm concerned, but I'm not in panic mode.
No, never.
Like, we got Jeff Stoutland. Like
you can't hit that panic button yet. You can't
Yeah. Like I'm not. Nah. You know what I'm saying?
you can't hit that panic button till I would say week 7. Week 7.
Listen, until it has playoff implications and stuff like that. But if these cats really do what I think they're capable of doing, you know what I'm saying? They could be one of the first teams to handle business first. Especially when it comes to who we're going to play. You know what I'm saying? We got, like I said, we potentially could see our entire playoff competition, including the Super Bowls in the regular season. We could potentially see the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. We could potentially see the Buffalo Bills in the Super Bowl. We could potentially see who else from the AFC?
Chargers.
The Chargers. Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We could potentially see the Denver Broncos.
The only team is just the Ravens right now. That's the only team
we don't see. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we won't see them in the regular season, but the teams we just named, and in the playoffs, we could potentially see Green Bay. We could potentially see the Rams. We could potentially see Detroit. We could potentially see Chicago.
The Bucs.
You know what I'm saying? We could potentially see Tampa Bay in the playoffs. And these are teams we're playing in the regular season.
And they're already giving us the best shot. They're already coming to our best shot.
No, they're coming to give us their first best shot. Because after they play us, win or lose, they're coming out of the game with a blueprint for the next time they play us, which will be to fuck up our season.
So
in
are
the
we.
Playoffs.
So are we.
Exactly. I was gonna say, but it goes the same for them too as well. They're going against us. You know what I'm saying? We're you know who we're going against? Last year's team.
That's true.
Our frame of reference is us. You understand what I'm saying? That's who our frame. Their frame of reference. I'm sorry. The other team's frame of reference is us from last year. They're playing. That's who they playing. Every team that we see this year, they are playing the 2024 the Philadelphia Eagles from 2024. That's who they think they playing. They think we're, because we returned 10 start. You see what I'm saying? Most of the people, a lot of the people who were contributors to fucking up their season are on this team this year. So in their minds, they're getting a shot at, you know what I'm saying? They're exercising some demons against us. Coaches too, because it's the same. They got to go against damn near this everybody but one person on the offense. Everybody but one person on the offense. They are not scouting. You know what I'm saying? This new this new team. No, they're scouting last year's team because it's the same personnel, and they're capable of doing this. You know what I'm saying? Under a Kellen Moore offense, they think it's going to look something like that.
That's where they got it fooled right there. That's the issue.
Yeah, they don't know that. Like this is they don't we and again, it's only week 3, so we haven't developed any tendencies. The only tendency that we've developed so far is we can't run. It looks like we can't, but they know we can run. Everyone knows we can run.
They all know we can
run. They're waiting to find out when.
We just know we don't need to. We don't need to run the way that you want us to run. Right?
Well, no, we're not running the way they expect us to, like we did last year. Think about it. How many times did Saquon carve their asses up twice last year? And we potentially going to have to see them twice this year. That's
crazy.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Think about it. This team is going to have, they've already got, they will, by the playoffs, if we see them in the playoffs, they're going to go into that game with 12 quarters of film of them playing us.
Dang.
Same thing, but understand, you know what I'm saying? Right now, this Rams team has 8 quarters of us. So do we. But that's last year's team. We ain't playing them. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And they're coming in already shorthanded. They're coming in
Already.
shorthanded already.
That's
You know what I'm
it.
saying?
That's where their Achilles heel is with this game.
Yep. You can't be
That's
shorthanded with us.
yeah, you can't.
You
You
don't
can't.
want to be shorthanded with us. Like, oh no, ask Kansas City. You better like when the Eagles are when you playing the Eagles, you all hands on deck. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no sit call.
Mhm. That's facts.
Ain't nobody going to sit call. Everybody, not everybody, everybody. You understand what I'm saying? That's what this is. Shit. You better that's how they looking at it, right? That's how they're preparing. They're preparing for us. They want to fuck
That's
us
all
up.
they can do right now. But yeah, with
That shit
that being
hurt.
said, though, with that being said, we at 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Damn.
We moving. Yeah. Uh,
Damn.
hey, this was a good one, and we're gonna have to set something up to where we talk about this postseason. I mean post game. I think the game's at 12 on my end, one on your end. So
1
after
o'clock get here. Yeah, it's a 1 o'clock game for us.
yeah, so we're gonna have to definitely talk about this after we see it. Because we're
Oh,
gonna have to have a lot to talk about. We already know that.
oh, bruh. Listen, you don't even know the half. Like,
Yeah.
for instance, let me just say this because I put this Easter egg out. I'm gonna put it out
Mhm.
again. You know what I'm saying? So I was talking with Eagles Drew the other
Mhm.
day, and I was telling him how I was I was recording a live stream, and I had
Mhm.
the schedule up in front of me. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And as I was looking at it, I started
Mhm.
thinking. I was like, wait a minute. And then I started thinking. So I told Drew what it was that I had said.
Mhm.
And by the time I got finished talking to Drew,
Mhm.
like, oh shit, I never ever thought about it that way. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And I was like, yeah, he was like, you just blew my mind. And
Mhm.
I was like, Drew, was just something that I thought about. And so I figured out what I would do is I'm going to sit here,
Mhm.
I'm going to record. I'm not going to
Mhm.
make a time capsule.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make a time capsule by recording my predictions, my
Gotcha.
prediction.
Mhm.
And then setting it to private, but scheduling it for release on the day of the Super Bowl.
Oh.
Okay. and
Okay.
and then so it'll always look like this thing is scheduled, and it is, but it's scheduled for the end of the year, for the
Mhm.
end of the season. You know what I'm saying?
I
And
like.
then it'll come out, and I'll just have to figure out ways of proving, what I'm saying, what was like that. It's this time. You know what I'm saying? So I'll have my iPad and put up a picture of what CNN is showing, something like that, just so I can prove to
That's
you.
funny. I like.
Yeah, but it's because it's a time capsule. So
Mhm.
I need people to know that I'm authentically making this
You got it.
video.
Yeah.
And
No.
so I had Drew. So I went live and I had Drew. Not tell everybody what I predicted, but
Mhm.
he did write in there that we had a very profound conversation, and the things that Leo was saying, were in fact, I think, the true or what have you. And
Mhm.
I confirmed what he's about to say. So it was just like doing little
Ah,
things like that. You know what I'm saying? But I am in fact making a video, and then I'm gonna schedule it and just keep it on the private setting until it's time.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, dog. It's I
Yeah.
look. I'm already on the hook because I talked some big time cash shit on Mark Holmes's page.
Mhm.
So
You gotta add. Yeah. You locking it in now.
I might as
Now
well.
you
Yeah,
keep
fuck
locking
it,
it in.
fuck
Yo,
it.
before we get out of here, appreciate you to Rome checking us out. Got William checking us out. And then we got
We got the stable one in the house. Oh my goodness gracious, really? You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? That's my man Eugene Monroe. Shout out to
Okay,
Eugene
okay,
Monroe.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? My
Mhm.
man, he's a retired Baltimore Raven, bro.
That's
You know what
dope.
I'm
That's
saying? Yeah. No, he's not.
Then we
No,
got
he's
Eagle
not
Girl
dope. He's not dope.
117.
No,
Appreciate
no,
you.
just don't. No, just that. Yeah, that's it. You ain't gotta say too much. Eugene is.
Yeah.
He's a trip, man. That's my boy. That's my brother, though, man. He's also my business partner. That's what I'm saying. That yeah, yeah, he's one of the worst NFL players I know, but not the worst. I think Amani Toomer is the worst.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Amani Toomer is the worst. He's the worst NFL player I know. Like if you were to say, hey, Amani, I met this dude Leo. He said nice. He was like he said y'all cool, and he was like, no, you didn't. But if you said to him, hey, Amani Toomer, I met this dude named Leo, and he said, fuck Amani Toomer. He was like, yeah, you met Leo. That's how it works between me and him. I love him. That's my man, 50 grand. I love him. I really do. And I mean that like as a friend. I love him. But Amani is horrible, Warren. Amani is horrible. He's death by 1,000 cuts. And he can talk shit. He can talk shit. Oh my God. Oh, Eugene talk shit. You want me to tell you what he did to me?
What's up?
The year we lost to Kansas City in the Super Bowl, Eugene was showing me his phone because he was on FaceTime with some of the players from the Kansas City Chiefs in the locker room while they were celebrating winning for us because he's friends with some of those guys.
Yeah.
And he was congratulating them and then showing, and I'm like, I was at his house watching the Super Bowl, and I talked big shit that year too. And he's got film. He had this. He's got some serious film of me talking big. I talked the biggest shit ever. Well, at that time I thought. Now I'm really.
Dang.
Yeah, so I did it again to myself. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Hey, it ain't gonna happen this year though.
Bruh, yeah. I like listen.
Good.
They didn't see it coming 2 years ago.
No,
this year
they didn't. But it was definitely it was cooking up. They shouldn't have let them lose that first Super Bowl. That's all.
Oh, I think they created a monster.
Yeah,
I've been saying it forever. Jalen Hurts ain't been right since.
That's facts.
He ain't been right since.
On that, let's get up out of here. Sunday we will be linking up to try to figure out a plan.
You want live stream during the game?
Not live stream the game, but post game.
Okay.
I definitely want to post game it.
All right, bet.
We're gonna have a lot to talk about, especially with this game. But yeah, let's get up on out of here.
All right, hey y'all. I'll see y'all later on the bird section. Oh,
hey, and next time, everybody over at the bird section, come over to Eagles Collective. Eagles Collective people, go over to the bird section.
Yep, hook us up.
You know how we do it.
Let's get these numbers up. All right.
Yes, sir. Go Birds.